Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of X-Crawl Infinite. Our young X-Crawl team, Helena's Heroes, were triumphant in their uh, performance at the Kiradale Open and have been given a permit slash badges slash license to enter into Division D tournaments. Uh, they went to the after party. There was much rejoicing. Um, they heard someone be rude to them in an interview for some reason, really unrelated to anything. Uh, Somebody showed up and was upset at not being a +1 despite not contacting Zephyr all day. And there was a daring cat heist, which I think was definitely necessary. And I think we open on Zephyr the next day, waking up a little bit bleary eyed at Mia's apartment. Uh, Mia is not as well off as you, so I do think that you're just in the same bed. Like, uh,
Mhm.
and you look at your phone to see what time it is, and you just have a message from Elliot that says, "Sorry, I didn't come home last night. I got called to another work meeting. I stayed at the office."
Of course.
And then a cat jumps on you.
Morning to my cat. I guess I will feed you. I'll get up and go put food in her bowl.
Noticeably, Mia is not there because Mia has gone to work like a responsible person,
Yeah.
like who has to work on a Sunday. Uh, how often does your cat stay at Mia's apartment to like be chill?
I think this is the most chill cat ever.
Okay,
And I think I've brought her over to Mia's. I think actually probably before I moved in with Elliot, I probably lived with Mia, so she just knows this apartment.
okay, cool. That makes sense. I think actually, I have a question for you that is not so important, but everybody else can think about it because I have the same question for them. Uh, Roughly how much money does Zeph have in just ambient, like, accessible savings?
In savings, um, she probably has $8,000 or so.
Sure. And, like and also, if you had something come up, like, you had to move, like, your
She could
family
do
would
that.
insist on
Yeah.
paying for these things as well. Like,
Yeah.
you never have to worry about money is the main thing, but everybody else will have to tell me roughly how much they have in savings because 'cause I'm curious. Uh, and I'm gonna assume for Duck it's not a lot because how do you have time for a job when you're also the town hero?
Yeah.
Like, how can you do both? Um, yeah, so, uh, describe your cat for us. I don't know that we got a description last week.
I don't think we did either. Let me pull up my find that photo that I sent you again. um, that's your cat, not my cat.
My cat is the chillest cat in the world. I would pick her up and show you, but she would be upset, immediately disproving that.
Here we go. Copy image. Uh, this is where is it? This is my cat. Her name
Sure,
is
describe
Luna.
describe your cat physically as if there was people that might be
Yes,
watching this
I'm going.
episode.
Getting there. I'm getting there. Her name is Luna. She is an Aegean cat, so murder face, but is actually very sweet. Has the tabby striping on the head and most of her back, but her front neck down to front paws are white, and then got the black and brown rings on her tail. Good,
Really
good
important
medium sized cat.
It's really important that the viewers know this. Maddie said that there'd accidentally been a picture of my cat. My cat looks so similar to that cat that, like, it could have been a description of my cat.
Yep,
Uh, and your cat's name?
Luna.
Luna, you said, right? Luna, like, pads over to the bowl, uh, chomps a little bit. Do you feed, wet food or dry food in the morning? I don't know why this is so important.
Do wet food in the morning.
Cat owner.
Yeah, because I'm a cat owner. Chomps down a little bit on the food, looks up at you with that look of like, well, what are you eating?
All right.
And then goes back to eat.
Yeah. I'll go see what Mia has for cereal or something, or like if there's like a banana or an apple.
Mia, has been was on a paleo kick until really recently, and then just stopped. So just has so much cereal, like 4
Great.
different types of cereal.
Pour a bowl of cereal.
Milk first or cereal first?
I'm not a monster. Cereal first.
Okay, great. I was going to negative mojo points you forever if you said the wrong answer.
I actually, sidebar, I think that if Maddie had said cereal first, I would have believed it. I don't know what that says about
You
you
mean
as a
milk
person.
first?
You mean milk first?
Yeah, sorry. So disturbing is the thought that I actually spoke it
You couldn't say
incorrectly.
Here's the thing. I don't believe that Maddie would say that. I could see a world where Maddie had researched enough of the culture of Zeph's people and found that that is the way that they have cereal, and therefore that was how it is done. All right. You get a quick little ding on your phone, your text message alert of from Hank saying, "Good morning, Zephyrine. If you wouldn't mind coming to the store around midday, I'm getting the whole team together to talk about the next steps, since I'm going to sponsor you through to one more event. Let me know if that time doesn't work for you, because I will plan around a time that does work for you."
I'll just send a text back, say, "Sounds good, Hank. Thanks for letting me know. I'll be there at midday."
What time is it? Are we early in the morning, or what's up with the time right now?
It's a cat, so
How
it's
much
probably
did
6
you?
in the morning.
Yeah, no, Zeph's up first because of the cat. How much did each of you drink on a scale of 1 to 10 at the open bar after party that then led you to a cat heist?
Probably 4.
6.
Yeah, Zeph,
Eddie doesn't need much incentive to.
7 for Milo. I don't do the rule that alcohol is poison for dwarven resistance, by the way. Not that you have dwarven resistance, but if I did, I don't do that. How much did Ron drink?
I don't know, man. Like 6.
Great. Frank drank a 14. I've
Yeah, I
already
figured.
decided that whatever you are short of the 6, Frank is fine. He's going to work. He's like jackhammering a road. It's all good. He's wearing
Okay.
sunglasses. He's weekend at Bernie'sing. But yes, I will say that Teddy, if you were a 4, you have a high enough constitution that you just wake up at your natural time. The other 2, you wake up a little bit later.
So, like, as you're like sending that message, you get another message, and it's from Teddy. It's not in the group chat. It's like the opening up a single conversation to you message kind of thing, and it's just like an emoji. Yeah, and it's just like an emoji, and it's like, offer to kick him out or help you move, or steal things. Still stands. Otherwise, I'll wait on you, and like a thumbs up, and then also like a fist, and like a foot emoji.
I will laugh at that for a minute or two, and then I will reply back saying, "He didn't even make it home last night, so the heist wasn't even worth it, or wasn't even necessary. But I'll keep it in mind."
You get like a little
back to you.
like a thumbs up back on the just like the reaction.
Yeah.
Teddy, what did your morning look like up until sending that message?
The usual. So the apartment complex has, that gym that is the gym we described earlier. So Teddy is still kind of in that mode of like not an intense workout, but like a get the blood and muscles and the body moving sort of workout. So they're wearing like the whole like singlet and like yoga pants with like the stirrup kind of thing. Very comfortable costume as they're walking through their apartment heading back up because they've finished that workout. They are like going carefully about assembling their breakfast, which is not always this fancy, but like, they've just won a tournament, so they did go ahead and grab some sausage at the bodega, that kind of thing. And so they're making like a nicer breakfast.
Sure. You're gonna roll to see if any of your
Potatoes.
people are awake.
Yeah,
Nope.
toast,
Uh,
that kind of thing.
Sure. You send off your message to Zeph. Do you wait for like a particular time that you think would be appropriate, or you just send it when you're like sitting down with your breakfast?
It's like at the sitting down at the breakfast time, right? Like that's when a lot of people are awake. And look, if Zeph doesn't turn off their text message sound, that's kind of their problem. Like,
Sure, that's fair. You get the little text back from Hank from Zeph, and then almost immediately after, like you've just put your phone down or moved to another app, you get a text from Hank that says, "Hi Teddy, could you meet with the team at midday at my store to go over the next tournament options and things?" This is Hank. Oh, it just says Hank. He doesn't say this is Hank. He's not that much of a boomer.
The response back is just a 12 ? Got it.
He thumbs up reacts and then sends you a thumbs up
Yep.
because he is more of a boomer than you are.
Teddy does sit there and wait for a couple of seconds to see if the thumbs up react or the thumbs up message, like if it does the thing where it cycles back and forth as the as the boomer tries to figure it out.
No, he's just committed to it. Could the other two just roll me Constitution saving throws to see who wakes up first? Feels like it's probably going to be Milo. Milo, it's so if this is happening between 6 and 7-ish, it's like just after 9 when you start to wake up. What does your morning look like? Also, where are you living now that you can't live in the dorms?
We see Milo wake up in what used to be his old bedroom at Gemma's, but it's been kind of turned into like a spare storage thing. But like she hadn't fully moved everything out, so like the bed was still there. There's just a lot of also boxes everywhere. And you see the bed first and that it's empty, and you kind of pan down where the blanket had been pulled onto the floor, and Milo's face is on the ground because the floor was cooler in the middle of the night. Looks at phone, see what time it is. Sees that he had gone to send a message to Zeph that just says something along the lines of, "If more cats find the steal, yeah," and never sent. Deletes it.
You do have a message from Hank that's like, "Please meet at midday." You all will have this message, but can you roll me a D100?
Okay.
I should have asked. You watched the previous session, I assume, because of the cat heist.
Yes.
The fact that you got that. Yeah, great.
70.
We see as we like, it's very reminiscent of like a camera pan in an Indiana Jones movie where it's panning through like a warehouse of just fantastic goods. This stuff also commonplace to Milo, but there's like a clearly magical scepter, like a sword that you can see that's in a glass box because it seems to have a mouth on it that's moving, and you, Milo, know that it's in that box because it's a sentient sword, but it just won't shut up, so it's a soundproof box. Like, there's just so much magical and cool stuff in here that means nothing to Milo because of growing up in this. But you do notice that somewhat unusually, your father is sitting at a chair in a way that make me an insight check. You've never seen him sitting like this before. You don't know what it means, but he's looking intently at you as you like half slumped on the cold floor. Eyes go to your phone, and then you like see his feet, his big dwarven feet. He's barefoot in his phantom form, but he's still wearing like armor. As you like look up, and you just see his face looking down at you.
Can I help you?
Well, I certainly hope so. Is Milo short for anything?
I don't want I wanted to say Milanopolis, but I don't know if I want to make that canon or not.
Uh,
I'm gonna say no.
I was trying to work out like what it would be, but then I couldn't think of anything. Yes, Milo, my boy, take a seat, and he gestures to your own bed, as if he is in charge of it. He
He'll
says,
consider for a moment, but then push himself up. Flop down.
he says, now, hopefully this silly X-Crawl is out of your system. I have many contacts, presumably, still alive in the Adventurers Guild. You could go and be robbing your first tomb by the end of the week.
I'm actually gonna be meeting Hank later today, I think, for the next X-Crawl thing.
That old man's a bad influence on you. And so is Gemma.
You're
Tell
not?
Gemma that I'm in charge again.
No. She can't see you, dude.
Well, that's not my... I just think someone of the Dokura name could be doing so much more heroic things with their life.
Yeah, take it back to the roots, open a bakery, like what great granddad or whatever.
Well,
Be
obviously
heroic.
not.
Making a croissant.
Firstly,
At least I won't die
making a,
by making a croissant.
making a laminated dough is very hard. It takes a lot of practice. You don't just... I would say that feeding people is as heroic a job as you could possibly do. Better than being some kind of show pony for ne'er-do-wells who like to watch violence. Well, I can see that you have taken on board what I've said, and you will definitely agree with me in time, I'm sure. So
I should have tried
I'll
to be a
leave it.
cleric. God, I should have tried to be a cleric.
I think clerics require some wisdom, son.
Well, hanging around the room that haven't been yanked down yet is a whole bunch of handmade, probably not at all even remotely effective, like charms and talismans and things that over the course of his life, Milo has tried to hang around his room to prevent spirits that have just done nothing.
Yep. He says, well, I'm glad we've had this talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't disappear because he's always floating behind you, but he does like float up off the chair. You realize, having had the conversation, that he was sitting in the kind of style of like what he imagines a responsible parent would do. But you like, no, that's just not what he was doing. He was sitting like with his leg crossed and his arm like, he was doing that thing where a kid tries to sit casually almost. Like he's, yeah, like what Charlie's doing right now.
Yep.
That exact thing, but with his legs crossed and a stern look. All right. Finally, Ron, you wake up. It's about 10 o'clock. What? Oh, wait. Before that, Teddy, how much money have you got in your savings?
Teddy's savings flux. So if it's been like a good month and he's got some good gigs, and then up to
This
2 or
this month,
3K.
exactly
Uh,
right now.
okay,
You
I
can
was using
roll if you
Xbox.
like to see.
Yeah, because I think it's a really like fluctuating sort of thing. So I'm gonna roll a
Yeah.
d6, and every number
That's how
is
many
500.
500s.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Oh
I was
wow.
gonna make
This
everybody
has been a
roll.
good
So.
month. 2500.
Yeah, cool.
It's been a good month.
Does that count? Does that count the 1,000 you just won?
No. Oh no. That
Okay.
was the savings.
Sure. Okay, yeah, pretty good. Which makes sense because you're also not like expending a lot for rent
Yeah.
in your probably 3-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. And like there were months that it's like 0 because there were no brawl gigs that got set up, or there was like a hefty medical stuff going on.
Yeah.
Had to fix a
all right.
broken leg.
And Milo, how much do you have in savings?
Not a lot. Not
Sure.
a lot at all.
College.
Sure.
College did bad thing.
College that was being paid for by Gemma and you weren't working. Makes sense.
Yep.
Run. It's about 10 o'clock when you wake up, and you wake up to like quite a loud knocking on the door.
Okay.
It's definitely not Frank.
Sure.
Like you can tell.
There's a like da, da, as the opening chord to Brain Stew start playing somewhere. Just like sits straight up, like he's coming out of like a coffin. Very like vampire.
The Undertaker.
Kind of like rubs his face a little bit. Hell, just like pull the covers off and slide his legs to the left, and then just stand. And his apartment's like it's messy, but it's not like it's not like a good example. There's like closed places. He doesn't have like food bowls sitting out and stuff like that.
Sure.
Just has been picked up. But he will like literally like begin to walk to the door, like pull on a robe to cover himself a little bit. And then he'll like open up the little he's got like an old school peephole where you have to like open it first and look out.
It's the why do I just forget what they're called? It's the like maintenance guy for the building who also happens to be the owner, because like that's the only way you could afford to live by yourself, to be in a real dodgy apartment. And he's just kind of standing there, arms folded. He's like waiting for the door to open.
Okay. There's like a sounds of unlocking.
He's about 6 inches shorter than you and a little bit broader, but he is a human, and he's got that very, I'm not balding, but he's definitely balding, like very wispy comb over going on. And
he opens the door.
as he opens it, you get he kind of blinks, I think not expecting you to answer because it was like 10 a.m. And he says, "Oh, Mr. Livingston. I was Mr. Sorry, not Livingston. Livingston. Livingston.
Yeah, Livingston. Yeah. Oh,
A living.
Ron.
Livingston. Run.
Sure.
I'm just coming around to everybody as a courtesy, you know, to make sure that everybody's aware. But there's going to be a problem with the hot water system for the 3 days of starting right now.
I don't have hot water right now.
There might be some residual hot water floating around in the building, but I would probably suggest you don't have hot water right now, and you won't have hot water for the next 3 days. All work's going swimmingly, of course.
Right. Is there going to be some kind of like credit on my bill for the month?
He thinks for a moment and he says, "Sure, I'll credit your rent the 3 days.
Cool. You know what? I could use a cold shower. Thanks. He'll just start to shut the door.
His just eyes are like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? But yeah, you don't have any hot water for 3 days.
Yeah.
He will slide like a letter under your door that actually explains what it's about, which is what he hoped to do to everybody. And there's just the water heater had a catastrophic failure, and he has to get like a new one put in. But you look around your quite messy apartment. I imagine Ron, for some reason, Ron having like a loud ticking like wall clock, an analog wall clock for some
Yeah.
reason.
Sure. I like that.
You look at that and it's just like 5 past 10. And your phone, the alarm goes, a message thing goes off. And it's a picture of Frank,
Sure.
and he's
like getting in the shower, and all you hear as this is starting is like,
The picture is of Frank with a hard hat and sunglasses on, and a cigarette coming out of his mouth, leaning on a jackhammer that is clearly on because he's out of focus, but the
Sure.
rest of the world is kind of in focus. And it just says, Mondays, am I right? It's also Sunday.
huh?
Like,
Yeah.
but you do notice then that you have a message from Hank as well when you get this out of your ice cold shower, which does completely sober you up, to be fair. Like, there's no hangover there.
It's like, he'll hit the play button.
Yeah. So Hank just has left the message saying 12 p.m. sports store, same as everybody else. They're all personified. He didn't send like a group message to anybody.
He looks again at the
but-
clock and then goes to get ready.
Sure. Does anybody show up early?
Probably a little bit early.
All right. How much is a little bit early?
10 minutes. Basically
15.
on time.
All right. Charlie, roll me a d20. 10 minutes basically on time. Sure. I respect that way of thinking.
On time early is on time is late.
I respect that. 10? Oh,
Maddie, you can't say that. That's appropriation.
okay.
That's my culture now.
I'm a teacher.
Yeah, that's a military thing.
It's true.
Zeph, you I assume you'll just walk into the store when you get there. You're not waiting outside like a weirdo. You walk in, you see Hank is at the counter. He's talking quietly to an older woman. You're not the most perceptive, but even you can see that she has incredibly fine features. And what you first took as like an older, maybe 50-something human woman seems to be like a quite old elven woman, like over 200. They're speaking in what language do you speak? You speak presumably English and
Greek.
which one do you speak? It's English and Greek. They're not speaking in either English or Greek. But you can make an insight check if you like.
Okay.
Teddy, this happens about 2 or 3 minutes before you arrive.
I roll a 13 for a 10.
There's definitely something in Hank's like demeanor in this conversation that is different than you've seen before. But as you kind of enter, she reaches across the counter and they shake hands quite briskly, and she steps towards the exit and kind of walks past you. And you are not a fighter. You don't get like fighter instinct things happen very often. But like maybe it's your induction into X-Crawl, maybe it's something else. But like this woman walks past you, and the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You're like, this person walks in a way that it is evident that she could like significantly hurt anybody she walks past if she
Mhm.
wanted to. It's not like a fear thing, it's just a like survival instinct. I have seen something that could be a predator if it wanted to.
Mhm.
But then Hank like looks up, sees you, and says, "Oh, Zephyrine, if you're
Hello, Hank.
not early, you're late, right?"
You know it. Parents really got that into us young.
Well, that's often the case with restaurateurs. You work as part of a team. Speaking of part of a team, I'm excited to talk with all of you about the next steps. I wanted to make sure that you were available because if your whole team is willing, I was going to simply give you access to one of my company cards, and you can do all of the planning and arrangements yourself. Give you some practice in how to do it as a team. But I know that you know the ins and outs of the money side a little bit better than the others now.
Hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
happy to give advice and assist in things, but I'm so proud of how well you all did in the open.
I can't believe we
I'm
did that
glad
well
of
either,
this.
honestly.
Well, I I don't want to say that I've put together a brilliant team, but perhaps I just hit lightning in a bottle, as it were. And
Mhm.
maybe you have the stuff to go a long way in this business. The bell rings as Teddy walks in.
Teddy is wearing a different singlet and yoga pants combo now. Uh, like a clean one.
Why had I forgotten that this is what Teddy wears? Why had I
Because Teddy
forgotten
actually
that?
has not worn this around like you yet. Because the first
Oh,
day we
okay.
did like a nice restaurant thing, and then we went like we've been in in combat mode or like prepping for combat mode. Like so this is like the first time that it's been like a casual meeting, and so Teddy kind of comes in, has like the huge headphones like that they're dropping around their neck as they enter, and they kind of glance around and check their like phone for the time again, like uh thought the meeting was at where's everyone else?
Apparently, hopefully on their way.
Hank,
I brought
Hank says, "I'm sure they will be."
like pulls out from the bag like the little bag that they're carrying. You want like a muffin? The
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
blueberry.
I had some very dry, even with milk, very dry cereal this morning at Mia's. I will happily take a muffin.
Yeah. So Teddy
Yes,
like
I'll take it.
hands you both muffins.
Did you
They're
make
like
them?
no, Teddy, I'm assuming that the roommate, the mother often leaves
She
muffins
made
and
them.
stuff around. She makes muffins and
Uh,
Teddy's like
yeah. If there were muffins, they're a day old because
yeah.
she
Yeah, that makes
she may or may not be angry at the fact that she didn't get to go into the after party.
yeah.
Uh,
Uh these might have been like praise like hey we won muffins but there was like a whole lot of manipulation and negotiation and subterfuge happening with getting into that after party, and Clara got in, and like Josie was really hoping, but it's not my fault. I wasn't there. Clara
yeah,
just
absolutely. It's never you. It's always the three of them are in the middle of a cold war at any time.
so like
Um,
this should be fine, just maybe a little stale, but I mean her muffins are great. I
oh,
would
they're very good. Yeah, they're fantastic muffins. What time do Milo / Ron arrive? Exactly on time? A little bit late? A couple of minutes early?
Milo took a bus to roughly close by with the expectation of getting there on time, but as he often does, got off the bus and realized that he would basically need to sprint if he wanted to make it on time. So there is just a dwarf running down the sidewalk towards the sports store. Full rogue double dash.
There's a Bruno Mars track playing. Ron, what was your answer to that?
I think Ron wanted to get there even a little bit early, but we kind of see 5 minutes late, maybe from the opposite direction that Milo is running in, a this world's equivalent of a Ford Pinto sputtering into the parking lot. And as it comes to a crooning stop, Ron just leans back. And it goes does one of these where he's just slamming the wheel. Ah! I'll open the door, kick out some energy drinks, and that were on the ground. In the yes, you're muted.
Where you're parking? Are you parking directly in front of the store so we have line of sight to this, or are you parking further away in the parking lot?
There's no parking lot. It just has street parking. So
yeah, so pretty close. You could see this if you were looking for it, but it's not right in front of the thing. He probably parks across the street.
Okay.
Because I'm picturing this as he's parking going this way, and the store's on this way.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll say that's accurate.
So it is far
this
enough
important?
that if you weren't watching for him, you might not notice.
We'll just say Zeph doesn't notice, but the other two can roll for it if you want to roll for it.
I'm Maddie. Just wanted to see if anybody saw this.
Also, your card is a Stallone Garbanzo. That's the equivalent of a Ford Pinto.
Nice. Important question: is this city truly navigable by bus and walking, or is Milo did Milo have to do something just horrifying to figure out a route to get here? How hard is public transport and not having a car here?
Well, I mean, not that hard. There's a lot of buses. There's no trains. It's not big enough for a train system or whatever. There's a station because there's a train up to Chicago and stuff, but there's no trains that run within here. Give me a second. I'll tell you exactly how easy it was for Milo. So Milo chose to take a bus, which went from Survival Gems, which is D on the Kiradale map, which you should all be able to access, to C, Hank's Sporting Goods, which is 2 blocks away. So the bus stopped 1.5 blocks away, north of Hank's Sporting Goods. So it would have been quicker for Milo to walk.
Yeah.
To answer your question. So it is navigable, but that's a weird choice that Milo made. I'll let you say you just walked if you like, Milo.
I
literally 2 blocks. Morning.
I will say, I think Milo also forgot he was 2 blocks away.
Yeah, so you just looked up closest bus stop, and you're like, oh, that bus runs kind of close to me.
And I think also, with that new information in mind, it's also important for the visual that the way Milo double dash runs, it's like Kronk from Emperor's New Groove. Just full arms up. Full rotation.
Tom Cruise running.
Yep.
Okay, great. So, in that case, only Zeph and Teddy see from one of the doors. It's a caged door towards the back, and it says staff only. You see Duck coming out, and Duck is swinging a baseball bat that isn't his because it's aluminium, and you can see it has sensors on it. And Hank says, "Oh, how did you enjoy the virtual batting range? I'm not sure if I'm going to open it to the public until the start of the next semester, but was it all right?" And Doug says, "Man, it was really great. It was so good. It felt just like hitting a real pitch, and so on." That's so much
At some
energy.
point,
It
when
takes
he
so much fucking energy to be this character.
at some point when he trails off, Teddy like fist bumps at him and like puts a muffin in his free hand. Like doesn't really wait for the like talking to end. Just
Teddy, free muffins? What type of muffins? Wait, let me guess. And then he bites into it and says, he probably guesses correctly. It's not that hard to guess what type of muffin something is.
I didn't make them. My roommate made them, but she's like really good in the kitchen. Well, I mean, she really likes
Actually-
to bake, but I not
It's
everything
important.
is.
It's important to kind of know what you're taking into your body when you're an athlete, though. So, like, you should make sure you know the things that you're putting into your body, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, did you just come from working out?
It's like noon, man. No.
Or just you're wearing workout clothes?
Yeah, they're
Huck's wearing his leather jacket still.
they're they're comfortable. Did you
No,
just
that's just not that you just
come from high
came from
school?
working out.
Sorry, that was. But yeah, no,
Just like man, I wish I'd just come from high school. I've still got some friends that are like finishing off their year, so like I might go down and see them. Adler and I were talking about doing like a road trip, but like go up to Chicago, see some of the Division C and B crawls.
Yeah. Actually,
Could be fun and useful, actually, if you take detailed notes.
Yeah, definitely. And he like pulls out a notebook that's like already pages filled with like team strategies that are drawn up kind of like a baseball pitch for some reason. Like it's a baseball field. Like it's a book that he's repurposed, I think, that had already the baseball diagram and it was going to be like plays there and he's repurposed it. Ron, you make your way in. You do see you have like not terrible passive perception, right?
I really like your pose. My pearls.
Passive perception.
Sorry, 12.
As you open the door, you do see booking it towards the store from the different direction that you drove, because it would be mean of you to not pick him up if you drove the same way. You do see Milo just booking it towards the store.
He's gonna not think about that. Just keep it walking.
Hank raises a hand and says, "Ron, hope the traffic was not too bad."
Well, you know, things are going great. Got no hot water for the next 3 days. Pretty sure I need a new alternator. Fantastic.
Teddy holds out a muffin to you. But
Yeah,
you could have a
thanks.
muffin?
Shortly after that, Milo would probably arrive.
I mean, at least the muffin's pretty good.
Hey?
You arrive on at least the muffin's pretty good, Milo. And Hank says, "Well,
Importantly, have you run far enough to break out in sweat? Or you like look like you've done a full workout, or do you just
The
like
thing of like he opens the door and the door kind of carries him a little bit when he like does come in.
I think Teddy's gonna offer you a bottle of water before the muffin then.
Milo's thing where he like takes it and halfway through drinking it does like the squeeze because it wasn't fast enough. I forgot I lived close by. Got a bus. Bad bus. Oh.
You gonna be okay?
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a 5 or 6 minute walk to Gemma's.
It's like 3-minute sprint to here from the bus stop. Did you know that?
It's probably a 3-minute sprint from Gemma's.
Now I know that.
Okay. Well, firstly, I'm very proud of how you all did. Very well performed. You all both played your part and performed your role in the team. To me, it seemed admirably. I was talking to Zephyr here and was saying that I am completely comfortable with leaving the organization and planning of your next crawl to the 5 of you to dole out the responsibilities as you wish. That way you get a little bit of practice in how to deal with things as if you just had a sponsor that was a little bit more hands-off. I'm happy to give advice and things if you would like. Can you make me a perception check, please, Ron? It's smell based, if that is for some reason useful.
No, then it doesn't notice.
You have advantage, sorry. I haven't checked the Foundry, but you should have advantage.
Uh, 15.
It's been familiar since you walked in, and you thought it was the muffins, because the muffins are like a familiar smell. But then you realize that, like, at the back of it, there's this really kind of citrus. It's like a citrus and jasmine smell, and it's really familiar. And it's taken you this long to realize that it reminds you of a perfume, but you can't place whose perfume with a 15.
It's just us and him. Harry?
Yes.
No. What's his
Hank.
name? Hank. And he hasn't smelled it before from this group.
No. And probably Zeph has worn perfume at that first dinner. Maybe.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm not going to
Yeah.
assume that you have.
So keep an eye out.
He says, so yes, you're welcome to make the decisions as you will. Zeph will have access to my funds. I'm happy to pay for any entry fees, but also any travel expenses that you need to get there. There's not one in Kiradale, obviously. And he lays out 2 pamphlets, which I didn't make. I thought about it. 2 like flyers, one for the Joliet jailbreak, with all the details that I sent you during the week, and one for the Champagne Slam Down. Behind that, he says, "Oh, and Ron, someone dropped this off for you," and he holds out. It's maybe a foot by a foot, and like maybe a foot tall cardboard box. And as soon as you see the shape of it, you remember that is the perfume that your grandmother wears.
Kind of looks at it. Look around and just be like, grab like a random weapon off of a rack to open the box.
The lucky dip letter opener dagger box. You just get a thing from.
No, goes for a full
yeah.
battle axe.
Sure, yeah. What sports store people love is you using their battle axes to open things. Yeah, you open it. Inside there's another, like, it's about the exact same. The cardboard is almost like wrapping paper almost on it. It's so tight. But it's a wooden box with 2 hinges on one side and a clasp on the other. It isn't locked. And like a 6-page like clear, like a clear transparent folder that's just got like 6 pages in it, and the front is like legacy. I think it's a document that's called like application for legacy status item for Division D X crawl, and it's all filled out, and you can see like your grandmother's signature in like old Elvish. She writes her signature in. And it's evident that the box holds a shield in it because of the shape of it.
Well, thanks, Grandma. Like, click it open, take it out to take a look at.
When you click it open, it's tarnished black on the top, almost like it's been plunged face first into like charcoal fire. But as soon as you touch it, the tarnish kind of begins to crack and break, and you get the sense that if it was somebody else, it would take time to attune to this, but the shield like almost knows you, and as it kind of cracks along the top, there are lines where the black remains, but the lines where the black remains only remain to etch your oath of glory into the top of a now silver shield with the center of copper. So it's got a circle in the center that's like green tinted copper. The rest is silver, and like it has spiraling inward the words of your oath. Somewhat embarrassingly, it is as you said it that day while drunk. But it's also like not really legible unless you're like up close reading it. So to everybody else, it will just kind of look like some cursive arcane font. That shield is a +1 shield, and if anything ever fails to hit you with an attack that rolls above a 20, you can deal back 1d8 radiant damage, on which you can choose to smite.
Badass.
So,
So
if
it's a +1 shield,
Yeah.
which I believe will make your AC 22.
yes,
If you are ever hit with if you are ever missed with an attack that rolls 20 or higher, so for example, somebody rolls 14 + 6, you can immediately, for no action, do 1d8 radiant damage back, and you can expend a smite to do extra. Like you can smite as if it's an attack already.
is this as a reaction or just for free?
Nope, free action. I think it's I thought about it, and I think it's too rare a thing to come up
Yeah.
to make it a reaction.
So this is like basically I blocked with the shield, and then I'm doing
And then
like
smite
in that moment.
outwards, but it does like a little smite on it. It does a little smite always on its own as well.
I'm super trying.
Yeah, I figured that's a nice. This is part of Ron's background ability stuff. This item, so I figured that's a nice way for, based on how you fought in the first one, like a cool way to kind of weaponize that defensive training that Ron has. And then at the very, very, very bottom, underneath the shield in the wooden box, there's just a little card that just says, perhaps this will function to make you the best battering ram possible. And like, it's not signed because there's no way you could ever not know who this was from. So everybody else, you just see Ron slice open a thing, pull out a momentarily black shield that just like bursts with magical energy. Normal stuff.
This is just straight damage. I don't think I'm making an attack roll, right?
Correct.
Setting it up.
Yep.
That's nice.
That would be useful.
benefactor who wished to remain anonymous left it for our good swordsman.
Badass. Seeing that you've cooled down, I'm gonna like slide a muffin over your way, Milo.
Thank you. Hey Ron, if you ever end up getting like a lot of spendable money, we have a sword back at Gemma's if you want to take it.
You mean buy it?
Yeah. But like, please.
What's wrong with it?
It offers advice. A lot.
Yeah, I think I get enough advice in my life.
What can a sword offer
I'll
advice?
think about it.
Oh, things that offer advice are just so bad, aren't they, Milo? Your dad says over your ear. But yes, so Hank has left it up to you to organize how you want to set up, which crawl you want to do. For the viewers, the crawls are, one is a fairly typical crawl and the other is a bit of a new one, but I will let you guys talk about it as you like. You don't have to do it here and you don't have to do it now in game time. But I think Duck says, great. So we have like some decisions to be making, and I think maybe Milo, you might need to run to stop the lactic acid buildup in your legs. So how about like a brisk walk to like a restaurant or a brunch place or something like that?
Me to run more.
No, I said a brisk walk.
Like a cool down.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, you've stretched before, like you ran, so I'm sure it's fine.
Okay.
Duck
Yeah.
is gesturing slightly too much with his sprained wrist as well, I think.
Yeah. I think it's the same as like when the muffin was like placed in the empty hand. I think Teddy just kind of like moves into that space so that if Duck keeps gesturing that widely, he'll hit him. Just to kind of like by proximity.
Sure. I'll allow it. But Duck's like, yeah, we should find a place to sit and like go over what our strategy is for like going forward. Like, do we want to do this one, which has like the like shiny poster, or do we want to do this one that has like the least shiny poster? And obviously, we're not going to make the decision based on that, but like vibes are important, right?
Teddy is going to like start walking. We set out the door, and so like Teddy does that thing where you just kind of like nudge a person and you kind of like start the movement. So thanks, Hank. So we really appreciate it.
You can put your lunch on the card. Team meeting lunch can be also paid for by me as a sponsor.
Nice. Thanks.
Cool.
Seth, despite how bad your perception is, Hank makes sure to make eye contact with you, because he definitely talked to you during the time that you were spending together during your previous absence, about like not taking the team to places that were going to cost him like infinite money and very expensive stakes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, sheet pan
make
of
sure you pick a
tiramisu.
make sure that you a sheet
Yeah.
pan of tiramisu should not be expensive, but you make sure you pick a place that is reasonably cheap.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a cuisine you particularly want to have this meeting set to?
Still morning.
It's noon.
It's midday.
It's noon,
It's-
so
it's-
like lunch.
What do you feel like tacos?
Alright.
Let's do
Yeah, I
tacos.
think Kiradale's an amazing taco location.
No, terrible. We're having tacos. It's gonna be a Taco Bell.
Give
Uh,
me a nightmare.
Probably like
You-
a burger joint.
Taco hell, if you will.
yeah, you do think about tacos, and then you kind of all remember that each of your memory of tacos, the best tacos you have are like food trucks, and you don't know where there's like a food truck meetup this time on a Sunday afternoon. But as you're thinking about that, Rhonda say like, maybe burgers, and there's literally just like a 50 style diner on the corner near you. It's called Shakes and Bakes. And like underneath it just says burgers and cakes. Like, to really solidify what it does. It does milkshakes, it does burgers, it does cakes.
What is it about Carradale? There's just like a burger joint every block, and they're all
I mean-
busy. Like you think they would start to close because there's so many of them, but they're just all packed all the time. Where do we get
Yeah.
the cows from?
I mean,
Don't know.
it's middle America, man. Like people like burgers, and diners work because they also serve pancakes.
Like it's like 3 years. I actually don't remember how many blocks. But they opened like a pho place, and that's like new. So I thought people were gonna rush there, and it's like about to close, dude.
It's because it's new
Oh.
and unknown.
Yeah, like my dad used to just a burger for every dinner, and my mom was constantly like going to the one place that also offered a fish sandwich, so we could get something that wasn't a beef burger. But it's
Is it a fast
I am
food
still
thing?
feeling a burger right now, Ron. So
Burger's fine.
It's on me, which is to say, it's on Hank.
yeah, and I could
Speaking of it's on
really go
you,
for a
Ron,
milkshake.
how much does Ron have in savings?
Like a decent.
Debt.
I wrote. I know. I wrote that he is. He probably does have credit card debt. But I wrote that he has 4,000 in savings currently.
Sure.
Because he was up until recently like working at this world's equivalent of like magic comp sci stuff.
Yeah, I was picturing Circuit City.
No. He was like
he's like-
effectively like a programmer, but like not a very
Like
good
the-
one.
Okay,
It's somewhere between
He's
data entry
literally-
and programming.
got it.
Literally, he's a code monkey in that they have
Yeah.
some people that are druids that wild shape into monkeys to do their work, just for like for the bit. The druids are like the rowdy programmers because they're all high all the time. Yes, yeah. So that's like 2 months worth of rent for you as well. Like 2 months rent plus food,
Yeah,
that kind of stuff. So you're like
yeah, he's got like stuff.
not
Plus-
immediately
Plus the grand that they
about to
want,
get
so
back.
he's got like 5.
Yeah.
And we're
Cool.
like in spring, so like it's a nice day.
Roll me a d6.
Okay. Ah, fuck it. 6.
Yeah, it was pretty cold. Like it was cold at the start of the day, and it was like a little bit overcast yesterday. But like as the day has gone on, it has warmed up. It's really nice. There's not a lot of cloud cover. The sun is obviously directly above you right now, so it's like very nice. You're getting like somewhat of a. You can feel the tan starting on your sleeveless arms, Teddy.
Cool. Hey, y'all wanna eat outside if this place has got a patio?
It does. You can see that there's like a little. It's actually like in the evening, it would be like a beer garden at the back, but right now it's just outside seating.
Sure.
Also, Milo, you've definitely been here before. It's like within 2 blocks of your house.
If you're gonna get cake, don't get like the lemon cake. It's not bad. It's like moist, but it's like way too much lemon. You'd think for a lemon cake you couldn't do too much lemon, but you can.
No, I believe that.
You
That actually sounds
You
kind of
walk
good,
in-
but like I can't do cake on the same morning I did a muffin. Like
you walk inside, and there's like a kind of a waitress. They all have the paper hats on. They're wearing white. They've got like aprons and stuff. And the waitress comes over and goes, "You guys looking to eat, or are you just gonna get a cake? The lemon is our specialty." We do coffee.
Burgers on the patio.
Yeah, sure.
Do
She
we
like takes
do we
it up.
order
She
now
looks
or?
in. No, I can take your order. And she like picks up five of like these laminated menus and brings them out and says, here you go. I'll be back with some water for the table. And if you're ready to order, I can take it then. Unless you want to order some drinks to start with now.
Water's fine for me.
Y'all do
root beer.
lemonade?
Of course.
I'll have a Coke. I guess.
Sure. You get your drinks. You put in your orders. I don't care so much about what the orders are at a burger place. I imagine Milo orders 77 burgers.
He orders the holy guacamole burger. I do that every time.
Delicious. Actually, either Ron or Milo, can you roll me a d20? And only tell me if it's a 20. Yeah, so you order the holy guacamole. There's like some cheeseburgers or whatever. People order burgers. Comes pretty promptly. They don't do like you don't order fries with your burger. They just bring you table fries, which is like a platter of fries for the amount of people you come with, and they're going to charge you for it no matter what. But the fries are pretty good. They've got like a slightly spiced salt on it, so
Nice.
pretty good.
Like the moment like that like they finished reading the menu and like in between making their order and like all this time Teddy has been kind of like examining the two flyers. So like you see like Teddy kind of look up and say, "Man, this SmackDown looks cool. I don't think I've ever seen like an actual X Brawl does it, but X Crawl with the hand to hand and everybody in the scrum at once."
I didn't read those yet. Can I see that?
Teddy like slides him over. Teddy has made notes in like a little T chart.
What do the notes say?
The notes are very brief. It's like contrast, like each one is titled like with like the like one word from the title of each of it. So one's like Joliet, the other is, and it just like breaks down to like brawl style, traditional, and then the other side is like money, and then money and coupons. It's enough to like process through, but still enough that you'd like need to look back at it to see exactly how much the numbers and stuff like that.
Okay.
There are also a lot of doodles. Like there's like a little punching fist doodle. Next to the one that's like X Brawl.
Well, this one pays more, but there's no gold.
Doug will
Okay.
give the opinions that Kristen gave during this.
Yeah.
I'm not going to roll it.
I think we're none.
Doug is so positive about both his options that it's unhelpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
I mean, we done like one crawl. Do we really want to like do something different, like right out the gate? Also, I think if someone just ran at me to beat me up, I'd probably just get beat up.
I
Kinda
agree with
starts
Milo.
To do some math in his head, and he says, "Well, okay. So how many fights did we do in the last brawl? It was like 5, 4,
4.
and most like I would say 3 of those were really easy. If we do this one, we're gonna do
We got out of one of them by talking
right.
with the tavern brawl.
Yeah,
Teddy fist bumps Milo.
Aim up a little bit.
and if we do the slam down, we're gonna be doing starts to count. It's like 2, 32. That's 7 fights versus like actual teams. I don't know. That seems like a lot, but $50,000. It's $50,000.
But we have to win.
Yeah, but yeah.
And then and there's no gold again. There's nothing to help us get better gear.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're right. It is a lot of money. I feel like it's more of a long shot if we go for that. I don't know. I'm not saying I think we can't win. Like, we're finicky, tricky, good, we're new. But also we have like momentum right now since we just left the last thing. So do we want to go from that to maybe a hard wall, or do we want to kind of let that carry a little bit?
Well, like Dimension, the Division D is going to be different, no matter what,
Yeah.
because like most of the teams we played against last time were pretty much scrubs. So Division D will be different. Maybe like it kind of depends on who gets into the slam down because it's brand new. So maybe it's a bunch of people who are like usually Division D who have gotten real used to crawls and they don't know what they're
Right.
doing. On a brawl, so like
the-
maybe that first one is the one to get.
The team that they ran through the Curedale Open that was Thomas Ridley Riley, whatever his name is, Duck's definite rival,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and his
There are
douchebag
rivals.
captain. They said specifically that you could see them at the Champagne Slam Down. So like they're going there for the money. You don't know who's going to the Joliet thing, but Duck says we could also like watch back previous years of the Joliet jailbreak. Like
That's true.
that's an option.
So
Yeah, we can plan.
If you do that, you will find that it's a traditional kind of crawl. It's like between 5 and 7 rooms. Pretty standard stuff.
And
Yeah, we
it's
can plan
just-
and like
Is it just one go through? Like you just do the?
Yeah, it's just the one. So like
Can we do both?
it's more like the final.
No, that's the same
Um,
weekend.
It's like
you
looking at the
could do
dates.
both. You could do both. It would depend on you getting no injuries in the first one, and you would have to come up with the money for the second one. Like, I mean, it's not a huge amount of money, but Hank's paying for one of them, but not
for
both.
So we'd
So,
have to
like-
at least win enough in the jailbreak to do the slam or pay for it out of pocket.
You have to pay out of pocket in advance and then hope that you recoup it
Mhm.
in.
Oh, because we have to like sign up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't sign up on the day, particularly.
Right.
It's a limited
Yeah,
space thing.
Yeah, particularly at the start when there's still a lot of teams that are like, this is our shot. We got into Division D. Eventually, there's less because they run out of money. You certainly could do both. It's possible. It will be far more exhausting. And you have to naturally assume that you'll be in the brawl since it's your first like
Well,
Division D.
I don't know, Zeph, you were talking to like all those big wigs, I guess, and you were doing the thing. So, like,
Sure.
what's
Well,
gonna
based
make it
on all of
easier to
my-
get like a sponsor?
Based on my time spent with Hank going over all of the finances and general administrative work, because we just got into Division D, it would make the most sense to keep doing what we just did to establish. I don't want to say our brand, but to establish our cohesiveness as a group.
so like the things we
So
say and all
the
that.
the way that we, let's get ready to go into a crawl and who does what kind of task versus other kinds of tasks, and really just getting that set, not necessarily set in stone, but getting it set so that audiences start to associate certain patterns of either of behavior and showmanship, whatever, to certain members of our group.
Yeah, and I guess brawlers and crawlers don't really the
Yeah.
audience doesn't mix, so sorry, Milo.
I was gonna say that's agreeing with Seth. Yeah, they don't really know us. No one really knows us right now.
I will say to answer Ron/Andrew about doing both. I will also say that there is a non-0% chance that on short notice a team pulls out of the Champagne Slamdown. So you could theoretically do the other one and then find out through probably Duck's contacts that he made that there is a spot in the other one. But it would be like a below 10% chance, and I would just roll a D100 publicly for it.
Right. Yeah. And
So if you don't sign
out
up
of
in
the day,
advance, it's just
that was
yeah.
definitely more of a Ron
Yeah.
question than an Andrew.
yes. I assumed so, but I don't want to
Don't want to
preempt
assume.
where the question was. But yeah, so there's definitely a chance if you just absolutely roll through. You might do you might pull a Saturday time for the first thing,
Be enrolled.
do pretty well, like already be in a bracket of money by the time Sunday comes around, and then you find out that there's a place in the brawl, and you might decide to do it. But unless you sign up in advance, it would just be a chance that
All right.
that appears.
So, kind of sounds like you guys want to lean towards the jailbreak. I don't know anything about it, so I'm gonna go with like the
I think we should do the jailbreak. Yes, I think it will help establish our team dynamic, and hopefully that means, and if we do well, that means we'll, even though we're so new, if we do really really well, winning or maybe even just placing, then that will hopefully get interest of some sponsors.
Yeah, I was.
Teddy's
I wanted to talk about like stage names. The thing you guys want to do.
I mean, Teddy's not really a scary barbarian name, so I probably should.
But it's kind of interesting though, Teddy, because then it's the sometimes the stage name is the opposite.
Want to go ahead and
really,
steady
like,
here?
You're not really like. You're too skinny to be like Teddy the Bear, so that doesn't.
Teddy looks at you slowly. Yeah, not usually my not
Like-
usually my role. Nope.
Going over his head.
We had a we had a guy in the team, Go Green, where his name was Blind Louie because he wore glasses and he was left-handed. So like the nicknames can come from anywhere. Louie, lefty, no?
Yeah, I get it.
So you were bullying this kid.
Nah, he's one of my closest friends. Like you gotta have the things that bond you together aren't always obvious to other people.
Did you ever do? Did you never do team sports in high school, Ron?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
no.
a fine line between bullying and
Didn't do any sports in like.
but like this. When did this start then? Because like you're really good.
Oh, I mean, I've been like doing sword play since I was like 5. And then I started working out, I guess like college.
So
But I
it's
mean,
just
like-
like a hobby thing.
Yeah, sort of. It was like a thing I did with my grandma. And then like even after we stopped going over to grandma's house, like I just kept doing it because really fun, I guess. Rewarding.
Yeah,
Gets
like
me out
my
of
grandma
bed.
smelled like mothballs.
Well, my
Zach,
grandma's an elf, so there's probably a disconnect there.
Zach, when you're surprised by the grandmother thing, you do realize that Ron is a half elf.
Yeah. And I go, oh, right.
That's the first time you realize that with your -3 wisdom.
Awesome.
No, my grandma. So
Yeah,
probably smells like
isn't
dirt.
that? I don't know. Milo's grandma seems like they did stuff.
I'm
Oh,
not saying my grandma didn't do stuff. I'm just saying she also just wasn't doing that stuff at the time. She was
Gemma
great.
isn't my grandma. Just to
Oh,
no.
sorry, I just assumed.
No, like was just my caretaker.
I mean, same thing.
Somewhere Gemma's heart breaks at being referred to as just my caretaker.
I was like, Milo stops for a second and kind of tries to, because I was gonna continue. Yeah, so, I mean, like,
Your
she's-
guardian.
she's my parent.
Your mom?
Yeah.
No.
But not actually, but just not actually your mom, right?
Yeah. You get it.
Teddy has like shoved done the scoop up ketchup with like 4 fries at once and has like 4 fries that he's just shoving into his mouth.
But yeah, no, she used to be like a rogue. I think she would
I get it now.
moved around a lot.
I think you definitely know, and this doesn't have to change what you said, but she's like a rogue 11 wizard 5 or something. She's like level 16.
Yeah.
She's a reliable talent having rogue, and then remembers that there's no point in rogue past 11.
Like, she picked up some like arcane stuff later from what she told me. She taught me some. That's how I can do some of my stuff.
like the cop thing. That's really cool. Also a little horrifying, but really cool.
Yeah. Surprisingly, not that hard for me to imagine what a cop sounds like.
Yeah, that's kind of why I thought of it. That's really cool. My folks are all like academics, so yeah, when it turned out I wanted to hit stuff that was yeah. So, Joliet jailbreak.
Joliet.
Joliet.
Joliet,
like
Joliet or Joliet. Someone dropped ketchup on it.
It's
That-
a J.
Try me.
It's like the city that's quite close to Kiridan.
Yeah.
So you all know where Joliet is, except maybe Teddy. I'll allow Teddy to not.
No, I mean Teddy has to like travel a lot for gigs and stuff.
That's true.
So geography is just a thing. Where do we how do we just text Hank and say that's where we're gonna go, or do we sign it up since he said we're kind of taking care of ourselves now?
Well, I have the company card from Hank, so we can sign ourselves up. I probably want to arrange us transport and a hotel stay. That way
Everybody
we're not
got-
all trying to take our own vehicles or transportation there, make it a little bit easier for all of us.
But got a car. I don't.
You would definitely want to take a bus. Not
Yeah, like rent a
car.
bus. Passenger van or whatever.
Like a whole
Oh,
bus?
yeah, minibus. A
for
minibus
us?
type thing.
No, like
buses are good.
like a passenger van. Like, ones that can hold like 10 people. But we only need to have, the 5 of us. But all of our gear is a lot.
And anyone that's coming up to be like support, because it is good to have support travel with you.
I mean, I might be able to ask around, see if somebody because we do some travel usually with strapping a bunch of shit on our cars. But maybe I know
Like-
somebody. Otherwise, we'll just pay normal price.
If I wanted to like save money, we could get one of those like moving vans, and then just like Gemma has like an antique couch that she doesn't use. Just throw that in the back.
That's not safe and
And if you get pulled over, it's very
legally, liability wise, I don't think Hank could be happy with us if we did that.
Well, I can't refute most of that, but to the safe aspect, I will say you were attacked by skeletons like a day or so ago.
That's a separate situation.
Yeah.
Doug says, actually,
When we are not in
statistically,
the
more people
crawl-
die in car crashes than by skeletons. Like,
Doug
there
has
hasn't
an
been a
excellent point.
recorded death from skeletons since like 2002.
I mean,
And that was the necromancer that was summoning them.
Milo turns to look back to see if his dad is visible. Turns back around. It's really not how he died.
I wasn't killed by skeletons.
I'm just assuming that none of you have cars. I haven't seen any of you drive a
No.
car.
Nah.
I have a car. Yeah, but it's only a sedan.
Well, there's only 5 of us.
Ron,
Like
your
equipment?
shield is huge.
Yeah, but you got a trunk, right?
I don't have the big enough trunk for your shield and all of your plate
Mm.
armor and all of
Wait.
our other gear.
Sedans aren't really good to put stuff on the top.
That's still insane. I mean, I could take my car.
Can you?
We can take my car. Maybe then we also, if anyone wants to come along to support us, they can rent a U-Haul or something else that can carry all of our gear and things.
The haul was a good idea.
But not for people.
All right, so
Well, Hank said he'd
We
pay, so why don't we just get...
That's yes, Ron. That is what I was saying.
We'll
Is we just rent a
a
vehicle.
minivan.
okay.
Well, but
yeah,
a
sorry,
passenger
I
van
just,
would be sturdier for all of our gear.
okay.
You're
I'm
the
sorry.
two of them.
I just kind of got in my mode where like we caravan and
I was just
shit,
thinking
and
about
it's
something else.
yeah. All right, so minivan. You see Teddy writing that down.
No. I think Zeph,
passenger
Zeph
van.
wants us to get like a
Passenger
creeper
van.
van.
There's a scratch creeper van.
What else do you
A
call
bigger
those things?
vehicle that can have room for all of, to be honest, your shit.
Yeah, like a blank white van.
Oh,
We make them in different colors now, you know.
The
It's
only
only
seen,
really a creeper van if the windows are blacked out.
have you only ever seen white vans? The answer will concern me.
I mean, if
They
it doesn't have like a bunch of logos on the side, it's a creeper van.
Yeah, no, I get you. Absolutely. All right, so
The one that we
rent a
would
creeper
rent would
van.
probably be black.
They sell black. No,
Yes.
you're crazy.
Okay, we're gonna rent a passenger
We,
van. Is that done? Is that a done deal? Can I put that in my to-do list?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
We
Sounds
pan
good.
up
Who's
from
driving?
this argument. We pan
We're
up
going
from
to
this
Joliet.
argument momentarily. And we just see that actually in this world there are no planes taking the sky, but there are zeppelins and hot air balloons that kind of travel back and forth. And one of them is carrying what seems to be a small like building from place to place. But we pan back down to the question of who's driving.
Well, the person who has to drive would be, rental companies always prefer if it's someone who is 25 or older.
I mean, I'm a good driver though.
You are not driving us.
I don't
Doug.
believe you.
Yeah, I am.
mean, I'm good at pretty much everything I do. No, Duck wouldn't say that. That's a Jack thing. That's what Jack's putting on Duck.
I've been told I'm an evasive driver.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
And are you 25? Don't lie to
I
me.
think it's me or Teddy.
Yeah, so you and me
You
swap
sure-
out.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's
That's
gonna
fine.
be not
Importantly,
that long
in-
of a drive.
2 hours.
Insurance
right?
wise, Milo is even younger than 25.
Yeah.
For insurance purposes, Milo is like 14.
20.
Like,
Learner's permit age only.
Yeah, I
you'd
don't
also
like.
have to get a dwarf capable van. Like, it's a different rental price.
True.
Yeah. You and me just swap out, and
The bills are
it shouldn't
higher.
be that bad.
Mhm.
This is like an hour drive, maybe 2 if there's traffic.
I also didn't look up how long the drive was, by the way. I assume
Oh,
it's like
didn't-
half of the state across. Because Kiradale is
Yeah.
It can't be more than a couple
the
hours.
bottom, like,
Max
it's the
2
bottom
hours.
point, but it's not too bad.
Cool. So we have drivers. We have the van, or we know what we're gonna get. That we're gonna get the van. We know we're going to the Joliet jailbreak. What else do we need to do this thing?
Um,
I mean, train, I guess.
But yeah,
I guess
Let
like
Duck's wrist heal up, and then Duck can train more fully.
Teddy kind of grins at you like, an ally. Oh, hey,
Mhm.
I lost it.
Maybe get some. Do we want to? Oh, here's a good question. You were talking about Ron. You were asking about stage names and like branding earlier. Do we want to have since we don't have a sponsor for clothing, do we want to all dress like similarly or completely different? What is everyone's feeling about? I know Duck, you probably would love to have team jerseys or whatever, but what does everyone else think?
I mean, the best you got is I can wear a different cape. Like the armor is kind of.
I know. I figure your armor is set. But
we got
Well,
you
the team.
like a poncho over the armor.
When you're not wearing sponsor armor, like so after this one where you have to like pay for your stuff, you can get the armor like emblazoned with logos and things, but you are stuck with Hank's stuff for now.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was this time or later.
No, it's a good thing to
Or-
think about now anyway, particularly because if you're going to do the brawl, you'll need to pretty quickly get the license for all of your stuff after the first event.
yeah.
I think above board, none of us wanted to do the brawl.
I'm just saying, if the
Yeah.
if the mathematical weirdness
It would be
shows up,
fun, but yeah.
it's
Yeah.
available.
Okay, so Duck, I'm sorry, but I just don't think jerseys are gonna work. Like I think that.
Don't put onto Duck that Duck was insisting on jerseys.
I was just saying that
Duck-
Duck would like that because Duck does team sport.
Yeah, Duck might like that, but I'm not willing to say for sure that's the case. But Duck would like uniforms. You all actually at that kind of moment get a text message on your phone, saying, congratulations, winners of the Kirrydale Open. This is the Kirrydale Tailors Association, and you can book in any time in the next month to do your full outfit fitting.
Oh. I
Cool, so,
completely
like-
forgot about that as part of our winnings because they didn't give us anything for it right away at the
They gave you a
Page.
ceremonial big coupon.
Oh, right. We got outfits. I wrote that down.
well,
Do we want to do like
and shoes.
I guess that
Themed colors?
answers my question about uniforms.
Like, what's the
These
like,
are
I-
clothes. Like these are
Yeah.
nice. They would be equivalent to like noble clothes in terms of they're like a suit. type
Oh, so
thing.
not.
This
But
is
that's-
I
that'd
think
be good.
Wearable.
intended to be for like interviews and shit like that.
I mean, that's still great though. That still helps with.
Yeah,
Branding.
and
On
any
a
of
personal
you,
level, we think
Yeah.
Ron, I would say you in
Styles.
particular know that like this is $1,000 worth of clothes, like just for you. Like
yeah, this is like a
this
tailored
is a
suit.
good quality suit, a tailored suit, shoes, belt, shirt, all of that stuff. Like this is quite a substantial prize. If your X-Crawl career went nowhere after this, you would have won $1,000 and quite a good suit. You know, like, so, but they can also. It doesn't have to be a suit. It can be like if your vibe is, whatever your vibe is, they can make that. It's just like that quality of stuff.
formal wear?
It
Teddy's
doesn't have
gonna
to be
like.
formal wear. It can be literally what Teddy likes to wear. It
Like
could be
just
a
really
extremely
nice.
like. It could
Got
be the best flannel that's ever been made in the history of
Nice.
flannel. It will
Beautiful.
be a leather jacket with the team logo on it for Doug. Almost. I'll let Duck pick it, but that feels like that's what that's going to be. Duck does say, "Are we to go with like Run's name thing? I think it's cool if we want to do different names. Like, Duck is already a nickname for me, so like it kind of works. But like different names, we don't all have to do the same thing. Like, Run if you want to have a different name, and I'm Duck instead of like my actual name, and like Zeph, you're happy with Zeph, and like we can mix and match. But do we want to think about team names? Because we don't have to be Helena's Heroes forever. Like, but the earlier we change, the better.
It's true.
We have to. Do we have to do that for this one?
This
No,
one,
he
yeah.
would have let you change names in
Oh.
beforehand. You just didn't come up with the name before he did the paperwork.
Yeah.
Which is to say, you as players struggled to come up with a name.
Yeah, we did.
You came up with a lot of options.
A lot of options.
Yeah.
And they're all
Terrible.
I mean,
They're
something.
all something. Some of
I've
them
still
were
got-
good. Some of them were okay.
I've still got like the list from before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still not feeling any. Still not.
And I
feeling
can't
about,
convince
but-
you that Big Green is it.
No.
I know I
No.
mentioned this when we were.
Sorry, man. It sounds like a drug.
It's a proven winner, Big Green.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sounds like a drug.
I don't want to
So,
be
team
named
name.
after a high school baseball team.
I don't want to
Well,
name
Be
with
more
like
creative than that.
I don't want to name with
There's
a
a lot of-
color.
If we
or
could
like
just
a
go for
specific-
like the Badgers if we wanted to do that, and that would be equally as bad.
Teddy was like starting to perk up, and then I was like, yeah. I
The
guess.
Black Badges. Black
No,
Badges.
no colors, because colors locks us into like uniform
Color
and-
scheme.
schemes, and we might want to change things around. Like Ron,
Yeah,
you might
you're
like
right.
do
When we all
green
get matching
match.
uniforms, which we will do, we don't want to be locked into color. Good point, Teddy. Nice looking
Okay.
at it.
Yeah. So, Ron, you got any like names you want to try out for the first match? The Shield.
I do have a nice shield now. Silver and green.
We could hit the thesaurus and like other words for shield.
Bulwark? No.
Or I mean, then you'll just be the
Little
bull
wordy.
man. If you do that, you're just gonna be Ron the Bull, which isn't bad. But then we have Ron the Bull and Duck the duck and Teddy the bear,
That's
and I'm
the
just
animal
feeling that,
theming. Yeah.
like, and at that point we might as well just call ourselves like the zoo and
Milo the cat.
I mean,
I don't think Duck knows that reference. I think that was a Jack joke.
wait. So are we trying to figure out like other words for shit, like targe, right?
I think we were going more for like verbiage.
Defensive.
yeah,
Yeah.
like words related to, and like you see Teddy like bringing out like an honest to God dictionary right there. It's like a pocket dictionary. And Teddy's like,
Everybody make me perception checks, except for Teddy.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Eh,
We all
sorry.
were amazing. All were amazing.
A dirty one.
Crazy.
wild.
Yeah, Ron, you probably noticed that because a 9 is probably high enough that you noticed that this is a well-used pocket dictionary that looks almost like the pages are so thin it looks almost like a pocket Bible, except that it says dictionary on the front.
Well, it's like 2-in-1 dictionary thesaurus, like one of those where when you look up the word, it gives you a couple synonyms at the bottom.
Yeah.
And so, like, you see Teddy's like looking up, I guess, Targe first, because that one was weird. It's like Targe just doesn't have good mouthfeel. I'm sorry.
Like,
Buckler.
Aegis.
How do you even spell that, man?
Aegis.
Oh,
Pretty so with
Even
a
ages.
soft G. It's got a soft G in the middle.
Yeah, but like that's not how.
B.
Okay.
Aegis could be
A-
fun.
Aegis is pretty. I mean, it goes.
Like
It sounds
Blank
more like a
Aegis?
name.
It
Yeah.
it works with that way that like you pat us on the back and like we feel better, like we get healthier.
And like according to the dictionary, like it's like a myth thing, so that would
Mhm.
work really well with like the Helena's hero is kind of like a transition from it. It sounds badass.
Pretty sure, Maddie,
Fucking-
that this is for
Okay.
Ron. This is a name for Ron that people are talking about.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
so not blank Aegis for a team that Ron might be called Aegis in.
Sorry, I missed that part.
So
Yeah,
like
I was gonna type it, but I was like, just say it.
Teddy's like looking up to see if in Division D if there's any people already named Aegis.
You're looking through the Division D X-Crawl database to see if there's anyone named Aegis.
If that is, I don't know, like, because I know
Probably
we're
at
doing
least like 12 across the country.
Yeah.
There's roll me a D100 and we'll just see like roughly. It's not 100, but we'll just see like what kind of numbers. We'll say low is better for less.
36.
On the low end.
There's like 5 to 10, but most of them are actually named Aegis. Like that's their given name, because it's like it's a mythological name in a world of the Olympic pantheon.
Yeah, so like it's not like overused.
Yeah, it's
It's-
definitely there's far more Teddys than there are
Yeah.
Aegises.
Teddy's like looking at you and just kind of like mouthing out loud. And up next is Aegis, the paladin. I think it
Yeah.
works. And like you can be like holding your shield up and shit.
And I think it works
we-
with more like modifying words, right? Because we could still do like the battering Aegis or like the shining Aegis or the holy whatever, you know? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's got
And, like,
more
Thane is Aegis.
play.
It
And
works
I'm-
good with a lot of the A name gods.
And I'm like really feeling like sticking with the this particular like mythos and all that because yeah, I got
Um,
fine, I
that
guess.
says we probably also need to work out like actual entry stuff, because
Yeah.
now that we're a legit team, we should maybe I'll check while I'm away, because we're going to go for like the first week and then I'll be back and we can maybe work out like a full, like just a thing that we can put together to give to like the pyrotechnics backstage team and be like, these are the beats, we've got it all like mapped out and stuff, because they'll appreciate that, like that we have it all ready to go so that they don't have to like workshop our thing for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can do it all as individuals if we want to do like everyone coming out one at a time, or we can do like a full team come out. But I'll let you know based on what I see like over the next week.
I kind of like if we just, we do it in kind of our roles. Like before, like you can roll out and then me and Ron could follow up and then Milo and Zeph can trail in and like each of us, like it's kind of where we sit, or it could be me and Milo or me and Ron and then you.
Yeah,
and
I
then-
think we send out, if we're doing it in roles, we should do like you guys, because you guys are the front line, both like of our team and like the backbone of our team, being the people that like stay up, and then me and then the other two at the back. Like I don't want to go out first. There's no reason that I would go out first.
And I don't want to throw like Milo and Zephyr out first, just in case like shit pops off early.
Yeah.
No,
I do appreciate that.
they always let the entrance happen and then like it starts. It's like you never get like sucker punched in the middle of the entrance. At least I've never seen that happen. Also, Teddy, can you roll me a d20?
Yep.
Just chord in the world and tell me what it
14.
is. 'Cause I don't have it. 14. That's not what you rolled the last times. That means it's
I-
no longer the Eidolon.
Yeah, I rolled 13s last times.
Um,
But if you're doing a range thing, it might still be the Eidolon. I can't remember.
no, that's exactly 20.
Okay.
So 14. It's 12. It is 14.
Yeah.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got you to roll the wrong number. Roll a d23. Or take the 14. Whichever I do.
Roll a d23. 8.
It is should have been a d24, but whatever. You get actually the most fitting card you drew this morning from your deck of religions. Given that you saw a literal miracle of shieldery, you drew the Hephaestus card,
Yeah.
which maybe is why you're in the mind for like shielding and stuff.
Teddy's like got that card tucked into the pocket dictionary and is kind of flipping back and forth with it. So we got Aegis, and I think we should worry about intro stuff later because we need to like stay on one topic and make sure that everybody's good. Zeph, are you just gonna stay Zeph?
I think I'm just gonna stay Zephyr for now, and
I mean,
Yeah,
Zephyr
sorry,
sounds
Zephyr.
appropriate.
I mean it kind of works though too already because Zephyr does mean wind and storms and things. So I think I'm okay with my name.
And one thing about like
I
sticking
do
with
want to
your-
get a better outfit though because I cannot keep putting holes in all of my workout clothes.
Yeah, and one thing about like sticking with your name, just from like a brawling perspective, and I think it's probably the same in Xcrawl, is like when people look you up, they're gonna find all your Xcrawl shit like really. It's hard to like divorce it, like it's hard to take it apart. So if you're like really into Xcrawl and that's like gonna be your identity, that's cool. But if you, I don't know, want to go be a professional something later, and this is just a step on between for you, then you might.
I'm okay.
And Milo, are you gonna be Milo the cat?
I'm good. Absolutely good. Not no.
All right, I might come up with a nickname. It doesn't have to happen now, but like I might do something that's not Teddy that sounds a little bit more.
Milo, if you want a good heroic name to take, why don't you call yourself Croft?
I'm not.
That was his
no.
name.
No.
Who's Croft?
I'm not gonna call myself your name. You arrogant fuck.
I'm just
Yeah, no,
saying-
two Teddys would be
One-
awkward.
No.
Just,
No. Not you.
What?
just saying, Croft is a good noble name. Milo was your mother's decision.
Sounds like your mom coughed when she named you.
Teddy looks at like
Well-
at everybody else at the table.
It means it's different in old Dwarvish.
Wait,
It's-
did he actually look hurt by that? Did he?
no.
Okay, good.
Are we
Oh.
hearing this? Or
you
are we
are
just
hearing-
We're
hearing?
getting one part
Milo
of the
side.
conversation.
Milo's
Okay,
side of it.
okay. I'd forgotten how that worked. Okay.
Nah, Croft is only audible to Milo.
Am I missing something?
Well-
feel I Ron like kind of saw something previously with Milo, right? I feel like that happened.
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Did I not? I thought I explained. Did I? Or were we drinking? Did I not talk about this?
Maybe to somebody else? Maybe I don't remember.
My dad haunts me, like literally, though, like he's
Oh.
right there.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Hello, Milo's dad.
Don't, please don't talk to him.
Okay.
please.
Oh, tell the lovely young lady that I thought her performance was very good.
Does he?
And
does he-
inwardly, Milo is like, I don't want to not give like good praise to a teammate, but also I don't want to follow through with what my father just asked of me.
What about
Also,
I just thought
since
of
you're
this.
giving,
What about like Milo 2 Shadow? You got like
That could be
your
cool.
real Shadow.
Are we
And, like-
are we trying to keep like our names in it, or are we trying to switch it to like one
I
name? Because
thought
it could
that
be
you were just
You could also do 2 shadow. That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, 2
yeah.
shadows.
There's a lot of words for like shadow to like Umbra or something like that works. Two shadows fine. Zeb, he said that you were cool. He
Oh,
liked,
thanks.
yeah.
I appreciate that.
Does he
oh, and since
follow
you're,
you
since you're
everywhere?
telling people the things that I say, tell the swordsman that I believed his form was immaculate, and that I think that you should listen to him. You don't have to tell him the second part. That's just a thing that I think should be true.
That's it.
all right.
Does he?
And then
Does he
Duck,
follow
you're
you
just
everywhere?
sticking with Duck for now.
Oh yeah.
Teddy,
Sorry, I was texting Adler about our travel itinerary. / Jack was looking something up.
what's your real name? Teddy? Or is your real name Teddy?
Oh no, my real name's Theodric. Like, I guess yeah. It's pretty. Yeah, and nobody like I haven't gone by it in years, so it would kind of stand out like Theodric and it works probably with a V something. I'm not against
Theodric
using
the
it.
Vengeful, but you don't have anything to avenge yet. So
Yeah, I mean, I could.
Theodric, the Unbroken.
Ooh.
Like
That's not
you're
bad.
like you're really hard to break down, or like you can take a lot of hits. So like
I could do Theodric the Unbroken. Maybe it's too like.
Theodric the Wall. Like you make
There's
some.
I'm kind of.
I think there's an element where if we're giving ourselves like too many monikers,
Yeah,
it's
like
taking away from
it
like our
becomes off
ability to
as
build fans.
yeah.
Like I love Aegis. Aegis sounds really cool because then the fans can impart something on top of that. Like 2 Shadow, cool because it's evocative, but also the fans can add on to that. If it's like Theodric the Wall, maybe we're
Yeah.
taking something away for the ability for Teddy's like fans to give something.
Yeah, and like I could just do
Yeah,
Theodric and then
okay.
they could figure out the rest. And that's fine with me. Like it's not like I don't want to
Yeah.
like go in and be my
Yeah,
own
it was
biggest
just
fan
it
of
was
Dart.
just a thing I thought we could
But I
start
like the
thinking
Unbroken.
about. Like
Yeah.
we can
Maybe
I think
you could just kind of like mutter it now and then, and the fans will pick it up.
To be honest, I think the biggest one was that like I didn't want to use Ron.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's fair.
Yeah.
And y'all like, I'd please just still call me Teddy. To be honest, like Theodric is gonna make me like feel like my
Of
getting in
course,
trouble
still
or
call you
something.
Teddy.
So
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
parents still call me that, you know.
And
I mean,
like you don't like the Mr. Run thing, so you want that to not be.
I mean,
Aegis.
I don't think that sounds good.
You can say you don't like it. This is a safe space.
The Mr. Ron thing, I think it's just like I just didn't want to use Ron. But I hadn't really thought about like the names or stuff. So when I signed up, it was just easy.
Yeah, and nobody's
Mm.
gonna call you Mr. Evangelist Daniel. Like that's just not gonna happen. It'd be Mr. I, right? So
Yeah, it's yeah.
Cool. Okay, because Is that
It's a really
like
good office
a big
there,
thing?
Andrew.
A big thing is that like we have to like sincerely be in each other's corner about these names. Like I'm gonna do everything I can to like every time we're on and like playing, be like Aegis, Theodric, Two Shadow, Zephyr. Like if you prefer Zephyr to Zeph, then we
I
say
think
Zephyr.
so, yeah. Zephyr.
Okay, great.
All
That
right.
does not extend
Sorry,
to
I'll work
Jack.
on.
That's
I'll
fine.
work on
I've heard.
Zephyr.
If that's the case, kind of just wanted to run over it and not really. I don't think I really want to be called Two Shadow because, no offense, I don't really want
Sure.
to be named related to this.
Yeah,
Ah.
that's fair.
To,
I wouldn't.
to
Yeah,
the
me
one who
neither.
brought you into this world.
Thousand Hertz there.
We'll think of something.
Let me tell you the story of your conception. Just a real attack.
Yeah.
And
So
with
Milo
that, we're gonna
TPD.
go to break with that because I think that's a fun button for that moment.
All right.
We'll be back in 15 minutes.
Cool.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of session 4, probably, of X-Crawl Infinite. Session 5, definitely, of X-Crawl Infinite. Sorry, I just saw Charlie, your dog, just looking at you in the perfect way, and it completely derailed what I was talking about. You're
That
all
was the
sitting
goal.
at you're sitting at the Shakes and Bakes diner. The fries are dwindling, as is your conversation about team names and character names. Do you have anything that you would like to do in the next few days or so until Duck comes back from their trip? Hello,
Uh,
Simon. Milo, you
mean,
go.
That's it. Milo, I would say due to a misunderstanding that Chris the player had that I'm just going to impose upon Milo. Milo will spend time kind of practicing actually clarification, because I may have misheard a thing. The arrows that he got from Gemma, they do not replenish, right? Or do they?
Yeah, they do. That the same way that Ron's shield is a legacy thing. It was a gift. Like,
Okay.
she did all the paperwork to get them to replenish, so you will get them every crawl.
Okay. Then yeah, Milo would try to better familiarize himself with those, because he had the thought during the crawl that he probably could have used them better or in other situations, but hadn't
Yep.
really practiced with them. So
Sure.
he'd probably ask for tips from Gemma specifically about it.
Sure. Gemma, what's your passive insight?
14.
Gemma's like eyes light up at the idea of like teaching you rogue stuff again, because like she could teach you so much, but she kind of lets you learn it on your own, and like she's a good teacher, but it has worked pretty well. Uh, and you like go out to the back alley behind the store, and she sets up like just cans around, like not even drink cans, but like old tennis ball cans. Uh,
Yeah.
and she pulls out like a bolt roll of like 12 of these ricochet arrows. She hands you probably her crossbow, which is a little bit light for you, uh, but better than the no crossbow that you have. And she like uh, slides the bolt in, and she says, "These ones bounce off uh, anything that they hit. They can bounce off people, but only if they do a critical, like a strike to a weak fleshy part." And she like points to the neck, something like that. Uh, so the best way to practice is like, and she kind of looks and she goes, "Hit that can," and she points at the can uh, that's she's put like on the lowest step of the fire escape. But she points you towards a dumpster that's like kind of angled away from it. She's like, just you have to kind of see the trajectory of it, so it does
Yeah.
take some practice. Uh, Mechanically, to use it, it just the AC is slightly higher against it. It's like it has some cover. Uh, but if you shoot it at a person, anytime you crit, you can bounce it to somebody else.
Okay. So
So just make an attack roll, and we'll see how well you do. And then you can describe your first shot, depending on how you roll. Well, that's going to hit the can, so you can describe it.
yeah, Milo, kind of following her guidance, does aim at the dumpster. But in his way that there's just an ingrained part of him that when receiving something from an authority figure will try to buck a tiny bit at least. So while he does aim at the dumpster, he wants to try to get a second ricochet. I don't know if that actually ends up happening with the 21. Specifically, he would want it to bounce, hit the dumpster, bounce off, and actually hit the wall, and then shoot straight down, like at an angle, to get 2 bounces.
Make a grandstanding check.
Oh, it was almost a 16.
It does hit, and like it's probably to Gemma pretty evident that you were trying to make it harder than it had to do it thing cooler. And she's like, okay, I see what you did. My advice is that when you're practicing, you want to make sure you get it right first and then do the cool thing. But I understand that like in
Yeah.
X-Crawl, doing the cool thing is what you do in the moment. And then she says, hold on, let me get something. And she moves like effortlessly at 60 feet a second, basically at all times. Like, and this has always been the case. Even when you're dashing with like your bonus action, it's a like you're still doing a run. She like glides at 60 feet a second. She like heads inside. You hear through the window like where she's going up to her room and stuff. You hear her rummaging for a second. She comes back down and she's got an old dusty book that you haven't seen for like years. She blows the dust off it and she flicks it open to quite deep in the book, and she starts murmuring. Do you see her hand is moving in like a really languid triangle? And then as you watch, her hand doubles and then triples, not because it's physically done it, but because she's moving so much faster and faster. And she casts haste on you. And she's like, all right. Eventually, you're going to have the ability to like it's often good for rogues to have this kind of thing cast on them. So what I want you to do is practice reloading and shooting as quickly as you can. And she moves quickly to set up a bunch more cans. And she goes, now your natural instinct to do the impressive thing and the cool thing is just to do everything as quickly as you can. Shoot all of those cans, and there's like 14 cans set up. And she's like, and I'll give you a minute, starting now. And she clicks her fingers and haste takes you. Just make me like 2 attack rolls to see how
Okay.
you do for that test.
Yeah, Milo wasn't expecting her to immediately say now. But I also feel like that's probably a thing that she has done quite often when teaching. It's just like, okay, go.
Yep. She's never cast haste on you. She's never really cast spells on you in general. Like she's a wizard. She doesn't have a lot of like spells to cast on people. And you do feel it feels like you've had 1,000 coffees just injected into your body.
Oh, the threes.
The first attack is like just flies so wide, but it's because you're moving at the same time, and you just move further than you think you will. The second one, you kind of line it up. It still doesn't hit the target, but you're like getting a handle on this faster version of yourself. By the time that you've hit, maybe 9 or 10 of these things, the minute's nearly running out. And she's like, oh, and don't forget that almost always you're not going to be shooting in a vacuum. And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Which you have advantage on because of haste.
And I always forget how it's the advantage thing work, or is it not working?
I think it should be shift. I think it's not shift.
I think it's supposed to be shift, and then you do control to do disadvantage.
Yeah, I always have it set up that it asks me what to roll when I'm GMing, but so that's why I don't know. So you just feel under your feet. This is a thing that she has done before, particularly when she was teaching you like how to walk stealthily. You just feel ball bearings like hit the floor out of her hand as she just flings 2 handfuls of ball bearings under your feet as you're like repositioning. But you're so competent with dealing with this particular kind of like sudden uneven footing that you're almost as comfortable on them as not, and you kind of skate a little bit. Make me one final attack roll to see if you get it under the the 1 minute before you become exhausted. You feel the exhaustion heavy on you, like your shoulders are like feel like they weigh a ton. Your body is moving slower, your mind is moving slower, and your eyes kind of close almost like in falling asleep as you pull the trigger, and your eyes remain closed as the exhaustion hits you for the next 6 seconds. But you do hear the clank of the bolt into the final can, and Gemma uh, quite demurely begins to clap and then walks over and like presses quite painfully a thumb into like your shoulder and massages out like where you've already got a knot from holding the crossbow up against it. Uh, and she says, "Pretty good. I'm glad all that training we did when you were younger has led to such a skilled uh, child." And she like pulls you in for a hug, very
Yeah,
proud.
yeah. Milo returns it. Is what are you with the marbles again? Really?
Sometimes the old methods are the best methods. What, you want me to hurl a fireball at you in this alley? There's fire codes.
Milo stares at her like, I'm not gonna say it. You won't.
She certainly would have. Like, she never has, but like she wouldn't mention it if she didn't think about it.
Uh,
She's like, besides, you know how to handle the ball bearings. You don't necessarily know how to hire a lightning bolt to the face.
I might. I don't want to say that I might need to learn that, but I might need to learn that. So, shelf for later, please. Hold. Look. Don't.
My advice, as somebody that has opened more trapped doors than you've had years in your life, is that everything, when you really think about it, is pretty similar to ball bearings. If you lose your footing and you let the explosion take you, it's the same as if you lose your footing and you fall to the ground with the ball bearings. You can't give up the position of balance and power.
Can you cast that again? By the way, if you
Oh,
if
haste?
you yeah, I think I can go faster.
Yeah, sure. Okay. She like goes and collects the bolts, sets them back up, and she'll cast it. She can only cast it one more time, but you can go again. Uh, you do go faster. It's a learning thing, and rogues are good at learning. So
Yeah, I was like
Uh,
Milo would just practice more.
yeah.
However much that you can.
Yeah, the bolts are essentially indestructible. So like you just can pick them up and stuff, but you can only cast the haste twice. But yeah, she'll. You actually probably have dinner together as well, and she chats to you a bit about like the first crawl and not necessarily like the just I'm proud of you, you did so well. But like talks to you about like what you think about the others, and uh, a little bit starts to impress upon you that thing that she probably hasn't taught you, which is how to be a support when you're doing the rogue stuff. You know, like uh, how to how to make sure that you're the one that's dealing with what she calls is the different elemental ball bearings now.
Uh, but
Yeah, so she's mostly like trying to get into your head the idea that like you're the best equipped to take a trapped like fireball to the face
Mhm.
because you're going to dodge most of it, whereas maybe your sorcerer is not so nimble, maybe your paladin is not so nimble. She probably ends up telling you some stories as well from her
yeah,
time.
I'm sure her insight is probably higher than mine.
It is.
But uh, I think as the night wears on after the practice and after the dinner and the stories, she would notice that for probably the first time in quite a while, um, subconsciously Milo is very evidently like enthusiastic about what he's talking about.
Yeah, so she has a 19 base insight because she's proficient and reliable.
Mhm.
Uh, which is not a good trait in a parent for a child that's a little bit mischievous. You didn't get away with a lot, but yeah, I think you note as well that she's very comfortable. She's never treated you like a child, really. She's treated you like even when you were very young and just in her care, she treated you like someone that was smart enough to make decisions. And she was that kind of guardian. So it's not different to how she's spoken to you, but there's she's happy to see this version of Milo again. It reminds her of when you were younger and things were more exciting before you became haunted by a literal ghost of your shit dad. Also, I will say that with your practicing, very frequently you find that it actually helps you to shoot through your dad. You just line it up slightly better. It just feels good, and it ricochets really good when you shoot through your phantom dad. He doesn't like it, obviously, which does help make it feel even better. But yes, Teddy, you wanted to do something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Teddy will hunt up Ron first. I think it's hey, you get a text on one of these the next morning, hey, you want to go hit the training center together and practice a bit? I've got an idea I want to run by you.
Sure. Ron shows up in his New Balance with gray shirt, sweatpants, and then the sword and shield.
Yeah, no, it's exactly those vibes.
Ron is 30. Yes.
Yeah, he's 30 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
He went
I think
hard
he's
into
always
30. Teddy does not hand you a muffin this time, but does hand you a granola bar.
Yeah. It immediately falls
It's also
all over the
homemade,
floor.
and it's also pretty good.
Okay, well then I won't say it immediately falls all over the floor.
No, it's another one. Teddy, your roommate has your house has been a little frosty, which is really a pointless thing because Clara enjoys when there's silence. So it's really just punishing Josie, and I don't even remember her daughter's name.
Yeah.
The nameless daughter.
Yeah. So
but there were good.
So it's I mean, my roommates are usually pretty great, not gonna lie, but it's been bad, but also really good for me because I didn't do anything wrong, and so there's more food that I usually have available to me. So yeah, I got another in my bag if you want it. So I had an idea, and I figured I'd run it by you before I ran it by Duck, because Duck's gonna be really nice about it, even if it's a bad idea. And there's a time that I want that, but when we were in that last fight, there was this moment where, and he kind of mimes with the hammer. I hit one of those skeletons, and the head flew off, and it hit the wall, right? But it what if instead of hitting the wall with it, I'd gone the other way and I'd sent it at Duck, and Duck had been able to bat it into some other enemy. And maybe I can't do that on the regular basis because I'm not not as technical as you are, but you could maybe be a hell of a pitcher without really throwing a ball. And then Duck could play off that.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I guess you want to practice that.
Yeah, I figure if you and I or get something working on it real where we can consistently get I mean, it could be anything, right? It could be a piece of armor, it could be I guess you probably don't want to hit stone with your sword, but if we could hit things to send them in a direction to pitch them. And then if we can do it, maybe I mean, Milo might just be deft enough that he can do with stuff in the room. I don't know if Zephyr's got a a spell or something. But we could really like lean into the home run aspect that Duck's got going on, and I bet the crowd would love it.
Just sudden silence. Did
My
I assume
spells,
Andrew, you said
sorry.
and then stopped.
Yeah, I'm looking at my spells and stuff just to see like what.
No worries.
Because like I could have maybe done it if I'd thought a little bit faster on the field then. But then it would have been like up to like not hitting Duck in the face and Duck being ready to hit it, and I didn't think that fast in the moment anyway. I didn't notice it while I was reading, like I was watching the clips after.
I mean, yeah, it feels like maybe a lot to like in the moment take a second to like break a chunk of wall. Like, but if there's like something on the field that's like sizable,
Yeah, or like you're hitting the person and you do like with skeletons, right? Like you always have a
yeah.
skull. I don't know how many times we'll face skeletons, but
I mean, Ron,
It's Division D.
you could probably hit a person with a helmet and like knock the helmet off pretty reliably. Like nobody's wearing a helmet properly that you've noticed in like the bandits that were wearing helmets. They don't have like it buckled up. They're just wearing a metal or like a heavy foam thing.
Yeah, we could work on it.
yeah, because like it's a fluke if it happens in the field, but if we practice it a lot, maybe we just see the opportunities. And then if you and I can get it down, we'll talk to the others and get Duck prepped for it, and then we'll bring Duck in, and we'll get him used to hitting in like weird ways, because I'm sure that's probably.
I will say the
required.
other thing with the Mojo stuff that we talked about. I'm very rarely going to say you can't do that because physically it would be difficult. Like this thing that you're describing, I'm not going to be like, oh well, actually that's a really hard hit for Duck. No, you just get to do the cool thing. So you can. I like that you're talking about it this way, but I want to be clear that you don't have to worry about like the difficulty rating of a thing is not that relevant. Cool. So you're going to try it out in this training center that has like a little kind of X-Crawl sparring section with a dummy with like full armor on it.
Yeah. So I guess we're mainly practicing like knocking off helmets in like a
arc,
twirling it towards a direction kind of way, because that seems reliable.
And like Teddy is like flipped around like using the hammer on the blunt side.
Yeah, Ron, you can do it pretty effectively, pretty quickly. It's like not necessarily in your natural practice to aim for the neck of somebody, because like if you're going to try and kill somebody, you'd aim for the chest. So it takes you a little bit of time to get used to that, but like once you can get the leverage under it, you're like you end up hitting the helmet and you're doing probably you think the same amount of damage, but it's almost all blunt with the helmet as you knock the neck that way and then the helmet like flies off. And within like 20 or 30 tries, you're getting it pretty accurately into a like pitcher's square over a plate that you've theoretically set up for Duck.
What if we?
It takes you a little bit longer, but go on.
What if we just like do a double shoulder check?
Ooh, like a.
Like
so Teddy kind of like leans
smush a rib cage between our shoulders.
Teddy like slides in a dummy into place, and is like sets this up like so you can like do the mirror to check your form and thing, and is like gets on that side and is just like immediately modeling it and is like, yeah, no, that could be pretty cool. Like that's got like a kind of leans into us as the heavies, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe if we can
Yeah.
if we can hold on to them hard enough, like maybe that opens up an opportunity for somebody to like hit them with a ranged attack. So yeah, like we go through this
You
iteration.
you
We
spend
practice Ron
a
slides
long
more.
time doing. Yeah, you spend a long time practicing like stuff that Ron doesn't come naturally to you because it's a little bit performative, but
Yeah.
Teddy does come a bit more naturally to you because of how performative it is. And you like find a nice middle ground of like the performative aspect of Teddy, your like stunt manning, and Ron, the proficiency of your like swords work.
Can I convince you to try a fall now? Teddy says as like they throw themselves into a mat on their back and then just from their shoulders pop themselves back up. Like that kind of like stunt fall sort of moment.
I mean, I'll give it a shot. I don't know if I can from the ground with the extra 50 pounds.
Yeah, no, you don't
pop
have to be able to
myself
get
back
up.
But
Maybe you could fall on somebody.
I mean, I can fall in the armor pretty padded. But he will do some tumbling to make Teddy
Make
happy.
me an athletics check. I want to see how well you like what proficiency is your kip up. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
You can't do a like shoulder jump up, but you can do like the leg rotate up thing that like somehow momentums you up a little bit. But yeah, you workshop a bunch of like little starts of team plays and stuff as you begin to work out ways that you can facilitate other people doing stuff. Like there's a moment where one of you works out that like, oh, what if we like focus on bringing someone to their knees so it's like an eye to eye shot for Milo, so they're not shooting upwards, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Meanwhile,
hitting kneecaps is a really effective way to like kill people.
you just bash a training dummy in the knee with your shield, like
No, he
the
just like
slight point of your
plunges the
shield.
sword like on the inside of the knee.
Teddy kind of like yeah, I mean, people don't really pay like near as much attention to their footwork as they could. Like Teddy is kind of like mimicking like what they would do if you tried that on them. So, all right, so we'll run this by Duck and get Duck to practice it. I'm sure he'll be all for it, and then
Yeah,
maybe
I wonder if
practice.
we need to like get that more in because they do their magic's really powerful, but I don't know if they're doing as much combo stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, like I can
like that
cast
thing
some
with the
spells.
lightning. Like maybe we could use that because they were able to like pull that guy right into them.
I have like a thunder thing I can do.
Teddy's like got like their phone is like I could bring them up in a call, or we could just kind of like come up with stuff and offer it.
We could just workshop ideas. I don't know. They seem like they're busy.
Yeah.
I will say that we will
That's
that we will during the week in a chat that I can see, we can say that this happened when all of your group was together because Maddie won't be here for next week. That like you did workshop some stuff, and if you want to put some ideas in there, then
yeah,
I
we
can
can
try
set all our
and
ideas.
set them
Like we
up a
can
little bit more.
perfect. Yeah.
We can do that.
But yes, as you think of calling Zeph, we switch to a view of Zeph's phone on a table, unringing since you decided to not do it. And we hear a familiar voice of just like, babe, it feels like you really disrespected me. And I felt really hurt by your behavior. So, Zeph, we rewind an hour or so, and you both are in the apartment for the first time, and Elliot's like, I'm gonna order dinner, but I think we should talk during dinner. And this is the start of that talk. Like, there was no preamble to this. It was just,
Yeah.
I think you disrespected me.
Can you be more specific?
Just like, so obviously you know that you're the most important person in my life, but it really felt like I didn't matter to you.
In what situation?
When you like didn't consider me for your +1 for the after party, for like to celebrate your big success.
I did consider you. I asked you about it and you said you had to work all day. So then I took that as you not being available and asked Mia, as I have done
But-
for many things many times in the past.
But if I'd known that you had like won, I would have made the time for it, obviously. As soon as I found out that you won, I like came down. So like I feel like I really did my best to be present in the relationship.
Really. You're present.
He Let me roll for him. It's like I don't know what you're accusing me of, but like, look, you floated by after college. You didn't have anything that was going on. I stuck by you while that was happening, even though it made me look really bad. So like, now that you have something going on, I just want to be a part of that and want to be able to show you off for the fact that you have something going on, your little X-Crawl stuff.
My little X crawl stuff. Are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm being supportive.
You think asking if I want a shitty sponsorship deal and not even making the effort to want to be present immediately when my crawl is happening, but only wanting to be present after the fact, after I have won, is supportive?
So, I mean, I had stuff on that day as well. Like I made it
I know you have work.
my
That's
priority.
understandable.
I made it my priority when I could make it my priority. And now somehow I'm the bad guy. I guess I'm always the bad guy.
Don't try to turn this around. We've lived together for what, 4 months now? And we've been dating for how long? Wait, shit, how long have we been dating for? Hold on.
3 years.
3 years. I gotta pull up my thing. Hold on.
Pretty sure it's 3 years. I'll let you pull up
Yeah,
your thing.
2 years. Been together for 2 years.
Yes. 4 months together. A great 4 months, by the way. I've enjoyed them at least.
Yeah, and I appreciate that you let me bring my cat, but have you ever asked I've asked you many times to help take care of my cat when I have been gone for a weekend, and I come back and that litter box is full.
But babe, you know that I maybe have allergies. Like
I don't care. That means you have agreed to live with me. That means that you agreed to have the cat. That means you also have to help care for that cat, allergies or no.
okay, I'm sorry
Mia's
that I
roommate is
haven't.
allergic, and they still help take care of Mia's cat when she's gone. They take a Zyrtec and they deal with it.
You're always talking about me as roommate. And he
I'm sorry.
like manages to say that accusingly.
I didn't get what you said.
He manages to. He says you're always talking about me as roommate, and he manages to make it somehow an accusation.
Look, I appreciate all that you did when I was first getting done with school because I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. I think I have it figured out now. But this flip flop, is incredibly rude to me as a person and a partner in this relationship.
I think he looks at you for a second, and he rolled a 19 on his insight check for whether or not you were about to like break up with him. What did he get with his 19?
He gets that this has been building in me for a while, and the party snafu, not snafu, but the party thing, and then his not coming home the previous night or whatever, whatever day this is,
Yeah.
really just kind of locked it in.
Okay.
Locked it in for her.
As you're about to continue, he's like, I actually just don't think this is working.
Great. I don't think it is either.
Great, fantastic. Well, then he like looks at you, and there's this moment where he, for a moment, really reminds you of the person he was 2 years ago before he like became worse than he was. He wasn't great then, but like he looks younger for a second, like someone that's a little bit lost and doesn't really know what is going to happen. He says, "Well, great. Then I guess you can consider yourself dumped." And he like just turns around and walks out of the room.
Okay. For the record,
Which
Jack,
makes
who's primary leaseholder for this apartment?
it's definitely him.
Elliot's. Yeah, okay.
But him walking away is just more of like the same. Him leaving you to clean up the mess of you breaking up in the middle of the shed place. But he's
Yeah.
the primary leaseholder, so it's easier
Okay.
for you to deal with. So
Fine.
fine.
Going to stay at Mia's.
Great. Say hi to her roommate. I'm sure you will.
Fuck you.
I thought that was off the table now.
Oh, fuck off. Luna, let's go.
like-
She's gonna pick Luna up in her
Got
carrier
everything.
and
Luna was
slam the
asleep the
door.
whole time.
Yeah, of
Like
course.
Luna did not really wake up, but when you pick her up to put her in the carrier, is very like licks the bottom of your chin or your jaw.
Thanks, Luna.
You show up to Mia's house not that long after. You live somewhat close together. Tell me about Mia's roommate, by the way. I'm just curious because I decided that Elliot was jealous about it.
Her
I
name
like the
is
idea that
Michelle. She's a
Yeah.
human. She's just a person.
yeah, I like the idea that you've met Michelle like twice ever.
Yeah.
Because Michelle like is a nurse and works so many hours and is
Yes,
just never
exactly.
there. But like Mia speaks quite not like glowingly about Michelle, but it's like, yeah, Michelle is an adequate roommate.
Yeah. She cleans up behind herself. She helps with the cat.
Yeah, she'll look
Yeah.
after the cat.
Yeah.
And that's like the bare minimum. Mia like answers the door pretty quickly, given I assume that you text or call that you're coming over.
Yeah. Sobbing.
And she's like,
I'm just not gonna do those theatrics.
yeah, she wraps you up in a hug and she like pulls you in to the thing and says, okay, so I have 3 questions. 1, do you need me to tell your family? I'll tell them. I will enjoy telling them. It will be a great comfort for me to tell them. Do you need me to tell your like ex-crawl friends because you're going to be unavailable? Do you need me to do anything else? Do you need me to call somebody to beat Elliot up? I can probably find somebody. There was a very big dwarven man that came in today to buy flowers, and he's coming back to pick up the bouquet. I'm sure he could like really show Elliot a bad time.
No, I'll tell my family. It's my relationship, so I should
I
tell
know.
them. I think 2 and 3 could be comboed. I mean,
Oh, your little cute dwarf friend. Okay.
yeah.
Mia like starts texting Milo, whose number she has for reasons.
She totally just lifted it from my phone.
No, she has them because they were chatting a lot.
Oh, right.
Here. Messages Milo and is like, Zeph no longer has a boy. If you and your rowdy friends wanted to perhaps show Elliot a bad night, that might be good. But don't get in trouble. You're too cute to go to prison. This is Mia, by the way. I can't hear you.
There's like probably a moment where it looks like there might not be like an immediate response, but then what she gets back from Milo is just like the devil emoji with a smile.
You get back an angel emoji with a flower, which is a primrose because that's her last name. During a similar time, Teddy, you get a call on your phone from a number that you maybe recognize, depending on if you gave Frank your number or not at some point.
Yeah, I don't know that like it would have been like if Teddy gave the number, it wasn't like I'm like really expecting a call from you sort of way. So like it's the hey,
it's also Frank was collecting like everybody's numbers that he was
Yeah.
reading that day, so it was like very casual.
Yeah. Hey, Doppler, what's up?
Oh, hey, it's Frank. I was just wondering if you were interested in getting a drink with me.
Oh, like this isn't a like you and Ron thing. This is like a date thing.
Yes. To the date thing, not me and Ron.
Okay, good on the not Ron thing. Yeah, sure, but like, like I'm gonna be like traveling, right? So it's like I'm not looking for a relationship back in Cyrodiil right now.
Oh, I was gonna bring a ring and everything.
Teddy, like, well, if you find the best like coin machine you can on the way there, then it's a deal, and I'll buy. Otherwise, we're going Dutch. And like there's like that moment where like there's a pause where like there's a like they text like a spot that they know that's not too expensive.
Sure. He goes, hell yeah, and like we'll meet you there. And you don't
Teddy
have
texts
to
Ron and is like, yeah. Teddy texts Ron is like, hey, I'm going like on a casual date with your roommate, neighbor, whatever he is. Frank. Yeah. Your
Alright.
Frank is like, is he cool? Like the only thing I got from him is that he was like into my physique, and that's like fine and all, but he's not like a real weirdo, is he?
I mean,
Real weirdo.
uh,
Fine if it's a little.
Frank's Frank. I mean, he's not like my best friend or anything. He lives next door. The wall's pretty thin, so kind
Like
of
you
get
haven't
used
heard
to
him
each
murdering
other.
anybody, right?
I'm not going to promise you that he's like
never
the best guy in the world. He drinks a lot, and
That's fine.
he really likes lingerie. X-Crawl. He works a construction job, like normal guy, I guess. I'll be honest, I haven't dug that deep into Frank's life, so
No, that's
maybe
cool.
you,
I just
you
like
might know better by the end of the date than I will.
no, that's
Wrong possibility.
that's cool. And so like, yeah, there's nothing between you two. I just wanted to, check in, make sure. And like on the lingerie, like on the lingerie note, like you see Teddy making like a note of this, like, achievable goals.
He talked to you about lingerie X-Crawl. That's
Yeah,
how
he did.
much
He
you know that
mentioned
he's
it.
into it. He's not even ashamed of it, which you don't have to be.
That's what he likes.
You like what you like. So I'm not going to on-screen you having a
No,
casual date with Frank because it is extremely casual. Like it's not, hey, I'm taking you out for a drink with the expectation of hooking up. It's like, hey, I find you kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Let's catch up. But he's also very open. He's like, yeah, I said it was a date because, like, yeah, you're attractive. But do you have any questions about Frank that you would like answered across this date?
Yeah. Like Teddy's like trying to like find out what he's like into, like if he's got hobbies other than drinking and construction, and like the kind of like construction work that he does. Like Teddy finds that genuinely interesting, like skilled labor. It's cool.
Yeah, he normally does road maintenance, like for the city. He owns his own construction like firm that subcontracts that out. He works quite a lot. When you ask him about hobbies, he's like, I don't really like. Do you consider drinking and watching sport to be hobbies? Like, my dad used to consider that to be the most important hobby. Like, I guess I do that a bit. I play cards sometimes. There's a
Cards are
bridge
fun.
club. I play bridge.
Bridge is like the one with the like a whole lot of rules, right?
All card games have a whole lot of rules, but no, I guess it's like trick taking, but you have a partner, and it's very clean. It's like a very not that luck based card game. I learned from my grandma, like because she was in a bridge club, or is in a bridge club.
So like you build roads and bridges. That's cool. I think that like Teddy is like Teddy's like that actually is kind of interesting, and as long as like Frank isn't just kind of like one note enthusiastic kind of trailing around kind of energy that was at the like original party night, Teddy will like keep his number and like communicate with Frank. Like ask him a lot of
Yeah,
questions about like how you end up running your own business and like how you deal with all of that, because it kind of crosses over with some of like the gig running and things.
yeah. So he'll tell you that, and I will type it to you, like why he started his business and like how it came about. But for everybody else, we're gonna do your outfit fittings. Everybody roll me a d20 for the order that we're gonna do them in, because this might take place like later in the second week for you, Zeph.
I've been rolling so many times lately, including yesterday when I was rolling 2d6 and I would roll like a 6 and a 4.
Well, that's a good roll with
Mhm.
2d6.
It's really good, yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm just finishing this.
Teddy does in fact find out more than you have found out within how many years of being next door? That's funny.
That guy
Maybe
friendship
not
thing.
more, but just different stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it is a guy friendship thing. They have a guy friendship.
Yeah, I was gonna say guy friendships are
I will also say, does anybody want to go together to do their like clothes fitting? Does anybody? I figured no. I figured you'd all go separately because like
Yeah, I don't think like
I-
Ron's
Yeah.
opposed, but he wouldn't go out of his way to find somebody. So unless somebody else does,
Yeah.
I think Teddy would try to like organize like so like people are having kind of collaborative. Like we'll send a message, be like, anybody,
I think
I'm able to go this day. Anybody want to join me?
you send a message after Ron has gone already,
Yeah.
and while Milo is there. But Duck will say yes, and we'll do yours and Kristen's next week.
Yeah, that works.
So Ron, you go into it's very much just the Kingsman store. Like it is a suit store. There's like a row of shops that are like the Kiradell Tailors Association, and they all like have a joint back area where like they do fittings and stuff across all of the stuff. But you were told to come to the suit place. And when you walk in, there's a quite petite looking halfling who's like standing up on a stool, measuring the length of a suit jacket arm. And she's like, "Oh, it's your sorry, name's bad. I can remember 1,000 fabrics, but not one name.
Ron.
Run. Yes, you won the Kiradale Open, and you're here for your fitting. Made your appointment. Excellent.
Yeah.
Were you looking for a suit, or did you want something more casual? We can do anything. We'll do custom shoes, no matter which you pick, and the whole outfit will be custom tailored, irrespective of everything. A lot of people that win the Open use this for their their interview suit, or if they have to do a press conference or something, like the basketballers do.
Yeah, I mean, I have clothes, so I guess like a suit, a nice suit.
Sure, excellent. Do you have a color
Blue.
in mind?
Probably blue.
Blue? Dark? A mid-tone? Light blue? Surely not.
Navy.
Navy, perfect. Classic. All right, come to the back. We've got a cobbler as well, so he'll measure you for shoes, and you can pick the leather and things like that. We do have some unusual skins if you're interested in some. I think we've got the like a chimera tail hide at the moment. If you want something a little scaly that is an unusual color, but she'll take you back. You can decide what that suit looks like in its entirety and describe it next time you have a thing. It comes with a shirt and a tie and a vest, like it's a full thing, and like even cufflinks it comes with. So, and they're all custom made. Like even the cufflinks are custom. Milo, you show up probably the next day for your appointment, and as you're walking in, you get the text from Teddy about like, do people want to do this together?
Teddy would just get a text back from Milo. It's like, well, would have took you up on it, but walking in the door. Wish me luck.
Teddy, double thumbs up, and well, I can wait. What weird work are we going with? Like 90s tech? Do we have video phones? Is my question.
Yes.
Okay, so Teddy's like, sends back, if you want a second opinion, I'm free just to, open up a video call or something.
Get back a thumbs up.
You head in, the same woman's like, sorry, terrible with names. Can remember 1,000 fabrics, but can't remember a name.
Milo.
Milo, yes.
Yes.
You won the Kiradale Open. You've got an appointment. She says exactly the same thing as she said to Ron.
Yep.
Basically. Whether it's performative or she just does forget and is so used to the same thing, but she's like, all right. So we can do any type of outfit for you. Many of the people that win the Kiradale Open do it as a take us up for like an interview or press conference thing. Did you have something in mind? Were you interested in a traditional suit, something a little more exotic? We can do handmade jeans and hoodie if that's your style. She kind of rattles off a few options.
It's actually, I think I was going to kind of go in the suit direction, but I hate. I know I'm smaller for like a dwarf as far as everything is concerned. I still got the shoulders though, so I always hated the way the suit jackets felt. But he'll go and describe essentially ordering a like full ensemble for like a gray like tweed like suit with like
Mhm.
vest and like kind of like off-white undershirt. But then as far as like a jacket is concerned, it's like a black quilted like bomber
Sure.
over it.
She's like, "Oh, sure, we can do that. Let me get you measured up. You will and shoes, do you want uh classic black and gray, brown and gray? They both work pretty well.
Uh, I guess
Sneakers?
brown sneakers.
All right. I'll send you to the cobbler and we'll uh have have them size you up. And she very quickly takes all your measurements, begins to sketch the bomber, and by the time you're finished with the cobbler, she's like showing you a sketch of what you had in mind for the bomber and stuff like that. So she says, we'll have it delivered to your address if you like, or you can come pick it up. It'll be ready the 30th of April.
Good.
Jack had to quickly work out if there were 31 days in April and didn't bother by the end.
It's all, just dimensional things
Hmm.
in this
That's
world.
true. That's true. There is it. In this world, every month has 31 days. Except for December, which has 30 days because there's a 1-day month that's called Hades December. That was not meant to be that joke. It happened by accident. All right. Zeph, we'll do you because Teddy's going with Dark.
Mhm.
You have the extreme luxury that what you order can be what you wear for the crawl, if you like.
Yeah.
So you are also told to go to the suit shop, despite there
Mhm.
being like 5 storefronts. You walk in and she's like, "Oh, hello. You're sorry, I'm terrible with names. I can remember
Zephyrin.
1,000 fabrics. Zephyrin, you won the Kiradale Open.
Yes.
Yes. You're a caster, right? I saw some
I
clips.
am.
So you well, I've told the others that have won and come in that you we tend to do things for like interviews or practice conferences, but for you we can do something that you wear during the crawl if you have an idea for that, or if you want to have particularly well crafted and padded workout clothes, or like some active wear, that kind of thing that
I
suits
was
you.
actually thinking this exactly because right now I'm just wearing workout clothes, but I don't wear armor. So I was thinking, rather than making it look like just boring modern athletic gear, I was thinking something that looks more in line with what my teammates wear, so that we have more of a similar aesthetic. So
Hmm. We can do something a little different because if you're just looking for an aesthetic piece of like easy to wear clothing, it's going to end up being far less in value than what we intend for the prize. We could do some very sturdy workout gear in what you'd like that has a glamour attached to it, so you can kind of shift and change what it looks like for a
oh,
given crawl.
that would be so cool. I'm thinking
Sure.
like just I definitely still want pants, but I was thinking instead of just like a shirt, like there's a shirt but then it maybe does like a cool split at the waist, or maybe like around
Mhm.
where my pants hit, and then it just has like cool um not tails, but just it's like it just goes longer, almost like a an overskirt or like a robe does, but not all the way, like a duster. That's what it is, a duster.
Mm. All right. Uh, so we can do it 2 ways. One, we can make that outfit, price it up and see if we can add the glamour on top. Probably we can. It doesn't sound particularly uh, intensive in terms of materials and fabric. Or we can go across to the warehouse for the activewear. We find what you find to be comfortable everyday attire, and we'll make one of that is glamored, and then you can make it look like what you want to look like on your own.
That works. Whatever is. I don't want to put you guys out since I know you're making outfits for all 5 of us. And you have a quick turnaround time that I assume you want to get it done. So if the second option is easier for you, then I'd be more than willing to do it that way.
It's ultimately what is more comfortable for you. How about we'll go across and we'll try some things out. And
Okay.
she takes you to the back. And yeah, ultimately, they do not have a concern with getting it done in 2 weeks, basically,
Mhm.
because they have a bunch of tailors, and like it's not a small thing. So you can have it either way. If you prefer that your standard outfit is like the duster kind of shirt with the pants, they will still put the glamour on, so you can change the colors and stuff that it looks like
Mhm.
and things like that.
Okay.
And it will be made of like much more like sturdy material.
Yeah.
But while she's doing it, she says, I wanted to say, actually, my daughter has a touch of magic to her, and we were watching your performance, and she was inspired to maybe start looking more into her magic. It's
Oh,
rare for there to be someone from Kiradale who is born with the magic, you know?
that's so sweet. I think she gets to that. This is probably like 2 days after her and Elliot have broken up, so she still is like emotionally
Yeah, just
all over the
on
place.
the knife edge of crying at any given time. She's
A few
like,
tears leak out.
like, yeah, it just, I mean, I can't speak for everyone in Kiradale, but we always have a soft spot for the hometown people that win the Open, and I hope you do well. And if you do, come back to the Tailors Association, and we can make any number of things for you.
I would love to do that, and I would love to meet your daughter. If she's also has some magic to her, that'd be so. I would love to show her a couple little tricks. That would be safe for her, of course, if she's young.
Oh, if you were willing to come in on the 29th and pick up your thing, I can bring her to work that day. I think it's a Sunday, so Jack should check that because I forgot we're using the actual calendar.
I think that's a
The
fine.
last Sunday of April is when she is suggesting you come in. So
27th. Yeah.
27th. I should know that because I went to the effort of making sure the dates were correct for the call. So she's like, sure. Oh, also shoes. Do you want a pair of running shoes? Sneakers? We can do like skate style shoes. Whatever you think will suit your crawl aesthetic.
I think I need better ankle support, honestly. I almost twisted my ankle so bad in the final. Maybe like a boot of some kind that has good
Oh,
ankle stability.
yes. Do you want it to be she like thinks, costs out the stuff and says, I can probably give you a shoe that has the glamour for color on it as well, for if you change the pants on your outfit, so you can suit that. Uh, she kind of
Right.
whispers it because it's clear that she's doing you a slight favor in terms of
Yeah.
like more than should probably do. She goes, all right, well, come across. We'll go to the cobbler and get you sorted out for that. And she does that and gets you all organized for your crawl outfit. She does also give you the like. Technically, they have to do it as like a sponsorship
Yeah.
thing. It's not a sponsorship; it's like a gift one, which is similar to Ron's legacy one, but harder to do.
Mhm.
Uh, so she's like, she gets you to sign the paperwork, and she's like, "We'll have the paperwork fully endorsed by the X Crawl Association by the time you pick it up on the 27th."
Awesome.
Great. And she says, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I'll bring my daughter in that day. She'll. Do you mind? Will it be all right if she asks you to sign something?
Sure. Be my first autograph.
She holds up the contract that you just signed and says, "Well, second, but
Second, but
she smiles and says, "All right, we'll see you in a few days." And you head back out. I think Mia's like waiting outside with a coffee, not willing to let you just wander through the city by yourself.
Yeah.
All right, Milo. What, if any, plans do you have for Elliot?
First off, Milo would in a chat, I think, would start a chat specifically with Teddy. And would be like probably the introduction of the chat would just be like in our own something from the lines of, "Hey, got word that that Elliot guy was being himself, and now they're not a thing."
You get back a gif of like somebody just like throwing somebody out of a bar, and go time? Question mark.
I think it'd be like ... Need ideas that won't end in arrest.
Okay, fair. Teddy like there again. ... I mean, psychological warfare, and like psychological is like spelt out, and it's like like the autocorrect and like the thing it became psychic and then logical as like separated out. And it like mostly sounds like what he would expect it to sound like. So Teddy leaves it there and moves on. It's like, we could always get somebody to go on a date with Elliot and be the worst back. Like not one of us, because he already knows us, and I don't think that would work. But like somebody we know. Glitter? Question mark. And then that's my ideas.
Yeah, I think Milo doesn't really know anyone that he thinks would be good for that plan. So if that's something that Teddy wanted to enact, would go for it.
Yeah.
Milo would just try to get, aside from that, would just probably coordinate and would try to figure out where Elliot's car is.
Mia will give you any information you want about Elliot and Elliot's whereabouts and car abouts.
Okay. Yeah. Milo would attempt to break into his car, fill his console with glitter, so when the AC turns on, blows everywhere. He would, as unnoticeably as possible, try to get into like... Actually, I need to check to see if I can get in his car first.
Do you have thieves' tools
Yes,
as proficiency or expertise?
I think it's proficiency.
What's the passive? Because it depends on his car. I mean, you can always roll, but like you might just get in automatically.
Like in this text thread, like you get like embarrass him at work? Question mark.
I think the passive is a 15.
I would say a 15. Yes, like he's invested in a like mid-tier car that looks better than it is, doesn't have the best security. I'll say a 15. You can get into it without needing to make a roll.
Okay. Then yeah, fill console full of glitter for one. he would, as much as possible, get underneath the fabric of the seat without actually ripping anything, because on the way here he bought sushi,
Mm-hmm.
and he would begin to stick it underneath the seat and then flatten as flat as possible. That way it's unnoticeable.
Do you
He
explain any
would,
of this ahead of time in the text thread, or you just to go do this?
no, he goes and does this, and then he sends back photos to Teddy. Like-
Teddy deletes them and is like, and then like calls you and is like, I thought she said you don't want to get like legal trouble.
And then all Teddy gets back is, well, yeah, I don't want to get arrested. You only get arrested if you're caught. uh,
Teddy like deleting a bunch of messages.
but there's that, and then the last thing is he would close the door of the car. Probably in doing that, he would kind of get the handle and kind of like start jimmying it a bit to where it just feels like it sticks more than it needs to when you try to open the door, shut the door back. And then he would go to the front and to the windshield wiper blades. He would have a small pocket knife and he would begin to sharpen the plastic to where the next time they're on, they would immediately begin to scratch the window.
All right. I mean, make me a stealth check because some of this you can look like you're
That's
getting
a
into
lot.
a car. Some of this is
Okay.
clearly damaging a car that's on the street.
I would wait for an opportune time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt that it's like in
Okay.
the night time.
Oh my god.
I'm with Charlie too. How the fuck, Chris?
It's fine.
All was pretty standard, but the sharpening the like
Of the
windshield
wiper
wi-
blades?
that was extra.
That's next level.
Charlie, roll me a d20.
Aha!
That's fine. If it had been above a 19, I was going to have the dean come up and see you damaging someone's car. No, like anytime somebody sees you, you like pretty convincingly like play it off as you're like installing you in like wiper blades and making sure they work. You've got a very believable face, is the benefit of Milo. Also, you did all of this with your dad, like lamenting the rowdy like child that he brought
Mi-
into the world.
Milo's a rowdy. It's
Milo is a rowdy. Your father vomits. Yes, all of these things happen.
I love it so much.
but yeah, he would send like description to Teddy, and then would just be like, "All right, I liked your plan too, so balls in your court." Like clearly that wasn't enough.
Teddy's just like, well, I am never getting on your bad side, for the record. And is going to like get Mia's number from you and message Mia and be like, all right, 3 questions. What's Elliot's like type other than Zephyr? 2, where does Elliot work? And 3, do you think Zephyr would care too much if I really got somebody to embarrass him at his job?
Zephyr also hasn't moved out of the apartment yet.
Yeah.
FYI.
Yeah, so this is like a message to Mia, like ahead of time.
Yeah. Mia answers. What was the first question? What's his type?
Yeah, like what's his type?
What's his type other than Zephyr? She sends back, I don't know, lovable, gullible idiots. Which you take to mean Zephyr. And she's like, I don't know. I always got a vibe that he was like into anyone that was kind of a little bit femme. Dark hair.
Cool.
He likes not feisty types, but like smart girls, you know?
Got it.
She basically lists a lot of good qualities about Zephyr.
Yeah.
Uh,
Got it.
and then
Uh,
I think, wondering where your question's going, she just calls Zephyr and asks, like, I worry that your friend Teddy is going to, like, do you care if Elliot gets embarrassed at work?
No.
Great. Okay. Are you moving in with me? Like,
No, I
you can
don't
stay
want
on
to
the couch.
impose. I don't want to impose. I'll go home.
I mean, you can stay with me because you're going up for the X-World stuff soon, and you like be such a big star, you're going to be jet setting off anyway. But yeah, I mean, if you're happy to go home,
I just don't want you. I just don't want to have to make you watch Luna for a while. So I'll take her. I guess I could go to my sister's actually. She's in town.
how about we both go to your sister's and we both stay there, and then we can have like girl time, and I'll bring my cat and Luna, and she can have some like cat friend time, and we can have some friend time. We can do it like a sleepover, just
Why
like for a
don't?
few days.
Well, I mean, I should check with my sister first if I can even go there.
Oh, she'll be fine.
I know.
But you should
but-
check. But like, she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
her I'm going to come as well, and then she'll be even more.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't want to call her and tell her though. Why? I'm going to cry again. Okay, I'll just get it over with. I'll call Corinna and get my way through the conversation. Mia filling in as necessary.
Sure. Your sister of all of your family was like one of the ones that liked Elliot the least, so like is not super surprised. Probably because Mia was most comfortable bad mouthing Elliot directly to your sister.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I mean, you can stay. You can both stay. Like, that's fine. I'm like,
I'll
pretty
take all
chill.
my stuff to mom and dad's house so you don't have to have it. But I just also don't want to live with mom and dad.
Put it in storage. Like, just get dad to pay for a storage place. It'll be like cheaper than them clearing out space for it.
That's right. Oh, I forget how fast they move our rooms around once we move out for college. You're right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Corinna. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because my mom or my room. What did they make my room again? It's
A pottery studio and then
Fucking-
a place to do scrapbooking.
God, I forgot how many hobbies mom picks up in a year. All right. Okay. Yeah. I'll do that then, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be cheaper in the long run.
And I can help pay for groceries or something until I find my own place.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I will appreciate
Pay
that.
some rent. I'll help
Okay.
where I can.
Yep. It's all fine. And you can focus on doing your X-World stuff. Like, surely you have something else coming up soon with that. You can tell me all about it. I'll make dinner.
Yeah.
Actually.
Okay.
I haven't cooked properly for a while, so I'll cook.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Teddy, you get back. The place that Elliot works is it's an X-Crawl like sponsor liaison company. Basically, you know that what these companies do is they make sure that the sponsor product placement is correct in advance of them showing up. So like they would make sure that Hank's uniforms are the one that you wear out, for example. And yes, Zeph's fine with you embarrassing him at work.
Cool. Teddy like starts to like send out feelers, like trying to find somebody who's like wants to put on a scene just for the hell of it, not the kind that would get them arrested. Like sends like headshots of Zephyr as like you don't have to look like this person, but like or like not even necessarily headshots of Zephyr, but like what like looks up what Mia described, like dark haired, you know, femme-ish, and is like, yes, I get that I can also, yeah, but he knows my face, so it's not really a thing I can do. And it's just like this conversation that they're having whenever they go to different like, you know, when they go to hang out with people. It's like, hey, you know anybody who wants to go like just really like piss off this guy, and like describes like what happened.
Most people will do it just on the fact that you're asking, because it's not a thing that you would be asking very often. And
Yeah.
they're pretty people are pretty chill with you.
Yeah.
So you find somebody. They have not hair quite as long as Zeph. It's more of a. They look actually probably more like Kalishta than Zeph.
Yeah. And so kind of workshops with that person, whether or not they want to try for a whole get this guy to go on a date or two with you and then humiliate him at work by coming and throwing a fit, or just really break his heart by trying for more dates. Just you want to get some free meals out of the thing, that kind of thing. And if they're not into that, or that isn't something that is successful with catching Elliot's eye, getting a date, then what they will do is they will go for the straight up just bullshit lie, roll into his office and you kind of betrayed me sort of thing, the
Sure.
scorned lover act.
Roll a D100 for how much what you're doing affronts the rom-com gods.
21.
That's fine. Yeah, he takes the bait, and we'll check back in on that later. But they certainly
Beautiful.
don't fall in love, which would be
Yeah.
what the rom-com gods demanded.
Yeah.
Uh, but yes,
And then Teddy just replies back to the text thread with Milo of part B, Zephyr's revenge is go.
Without me being part of it at all.
Nope.
How much do you think Mia has told me of what these two have been doing? Have you guys told me anything?
Yeah, I don't know if Milo has told Mia what Milo did.
No, we were just told we could do shit. We weren't told we were supposed to report back to you, and I'm thinking if you don't know, then you can't be accused of anything.
Great.
The thought process of that falls apart when there's no way Elliot would ever think that Zeph did that.
Yeah.
Milo would have would have texted Mia probably sometime after that and would just say, Elliot will be having repeated car issues for the foreseeable future.
She sends you back a raised eyebrow, and then a rolling on floor laughing emoji, and then just a pair of kissy lips.
Mia.
Everybody is getting hookups around Zephyr while all of this.
Zephyr absolutely 100% knows that that's not how Mia would want to hook up with somebody.
Yeah.
Mia's just enjoying making friends with Milo and is quite flirty by nature.
Yeah.
But yes, we'll say that your friend that is I guess honeypotting
Yeah.
Elliot is technically what's happening.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Is named Erin.
Got it. Yeah.
And is androgynous in a way that's quite similar to Teddy.
Yeah.
But leans more femme.
Yep.
Great. Make a note somewhere to ask me for a check-in on that at some point. You will really never see the fallout of the car because you didn't plan a way to see the fallout of the car. But suffice to say, that's gonna really annoy him a lot. The extent to which he's gonna be pissed off by that is significant.
Yeah.
It needed to be a thing of it was in steps because the glitter will hit first.
Yep.
And then the smell.
Yeah.
Then the first time it rains. And then the entire time the door is jammed.
It's really nice. But yeah, and we'll have Aaron directly to figure out what happens.
That's true. You might find out from that. All right, and then I think we probably will end there because anything else that happens can happen while Zephyrine is recovering. Probably just.
I do have one question. When Zephyr tells her family, how does everybody in her family react besides Corinna?
I will say that
it's probably at the weekly family meal.
Yeah, let me get your family thing up. Oh god, we talk way too much for that to possibly be the best way to do that.
Just pull up my Google Doc.
Yeah, I've got it open somewhere.
While you search for that, I will say that Teddy does message Maddie, Zeph after after and says, yeah, so I heard about the whole thing. Just let me know if you need like move out support. I'll
Thank
do
you.
a lot
I think
for
I
a
do.
couple slices of pizza and a beer.
Your services are highly requested. Pizza and beer will be acquired. Maybe wine as well.
Yeah. Ooh, wine. I haven't had wine in a while. You a red or a white kind of person?
Red.
Did you find what you're looking for, Jack?
Yes. So I rolled to see kind of the vibe. Your brothers are immediately like 100% like Elliot's the worst human that's ever lived. They are like planning their own revenge.
Brothers. Awesome.
Like they are just immediately like that. Karina didn't like the siblings were not necessarily Elliot lovers. But I think what you're most surprised by is that like when you tell them at family dinner, your mum's like pretty upset. It's a 2-year like relationship. Your dad is like maybe a little bit shaken by the fact that he kind of believed that Elliot was a good guy. And it's actually John that like is the best at like pulling them to like understand that Elliot was not a good guy and it was just he was being able to put on a good face. Like he talked about stuff that like maybe because he's outside of the family it helps and like
Mhm.
you just see your sister like looking at him with such adoration the whole time.
It's like maybe I'll stay at
Um,
Mia's tonight.
Yes, yeah, you and me are like plan to not be at that house that day. Yeah, so the family, like your parents take it the worst, and your mum takes it the most bad because I think your dad is simultaneously sad about it, but also like happy with how like the kids are all bonding together about it and being like,
Yeah.
yeah, this guy's a tool, like they're moved like that. But yeah, so it's not crazy. They rolled pretty high for being just supportive, which they are anyway.
Well, and it probably
Um,
helps too that Zephyr is the second youngest, so they've already had
Yeah.
to deal with this kind of stuff with Theo and Corinna before.
Well, they haven't really had to deal with this stuff with Corinna that much, to be fair.
Yeah, not that much,
Like,
but
but yeah, Theo has had major relationships multiple times that have like then not worked.
yeah.
Um, and before we finish, because you won't be here next week, we will fast forward to April 27th, where you head back to the suit store. You see the halfling woman who is almost eternally measuring this one suit like arm length. Every time anybody walks in, it's kind of what she's doing. It's a different suit every time, but like not that noticeably different. And behind her on the countertop sits another halfling. She's probably 13 or 14, but she's small because she's a halfling.
Mhm.
And she's like swinging her feet. Just give me 1 second. She's swinging her feet as she like looks around, playing with a little. It's sort of like a Rubik's cube, I would say, if it's a
Mhm.
um uh like real world analog. And as you walk in, the halfling looks up and says, "Oh, Zephyrine, uh, thank you for coming back. We well, I mean, you're picking up your thing, but thank you for coming back today in particular. Uh, Elodie, this is Zephyrine from X-Crawl." And the girl like uh kind of bounces almost off the thing and like I'm gonna say trots. She's like a teenager, but
Yeah.
they're just so small that like it's hard. And she like says, "Oh my god, I it was so amazing to see you, like, you're from here and you have magic and it just comes from you, and like she like calms herself down and says, I'm really pleased to meet you, and I think what you do is really cool.
So nice to meet you too, Elodie. And I mean, I'm just starting out, but it's so nice to. It was so cool to win the home tournament. I'm excited.
Yeah, do you know what you're doing next? Can we watch the next thing you're doing? Is it coming up soon?
Yeah, it's this next weekend. We're gonna be up in Joliet doing the Joliet Jumble Jam.
The
What the fuck was
jailbreak.
it called?
The
Jailbreak.
jailbreak. Yeah.
Joliet Jailbreak.
That's cool. That's like we watch that most years anyway. Make me an Arcana check. Oh, actually, it can be a charisma save.
Oh, 12.
You notice that behind her, you hear it first, but you notice that behind her, there's like a ticking sound, and you just see a clock hand, like ticking into the like the 12 o'clock spot every second, like over and over and over again. And she says, I only know like a little bit of magic, but one day maybe I can grow up and also be like famous in X-Crawl.
That'd be super cool. Not that many
Yeah.
sorcerers out there that do it, so we could always use another one.
She like kind of slightly vibrates and she says, yeah, you're like you do stormy stuff, right? You're like a storm sorcerer.
Yes, I use a lot of lightning and thunder magic. Because
Yeah.
I think my magic comes from Zeus, from ages and ages and ages ago.
Yeah, Mum says, and she like looks at her mum and says, Mum says somewhere along the line, we were blessed by Hephaestus. And then she like holds out the Rubik's cube that she was doing, and she Jack needs to check sorcerer cantrips. Sorcerer cantrips. The ticking gets louder as she actually casts a spell. And D&D Wiki's just gonna be really slow. And she like just does a dancing lights, but they're little cogs that are constantly turning, and they turn fast enough to create sparks because she's a clockwork soul.
That's
Uh,
so cool. I can't do that. That's a cool spell.
yeah, it's to help me see in the dark because she kind of looks around. She goes, I used to be afraid of the dark, but now I'm not afraid because I'm like in control of the dark.
Great way to own it.
Yeah. Oh, Mum said that I can show you your stuff. And like she grabs you by the like wrist and starts pulling you into the back, and she'll like take you through all of like your clothes and stuff. So basically you have a full outfit that's glamored and can look like whatever you like, but its base form is what you picked.
Sick.
And she's like, oh, can you sign this for me? And she like pulls out, it's a like printed off still screenshot of you doing the chaos walk.
Oh wow! Of course.
Chaos walk, Bolt. Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, yeah, great.
I'll
Thank
use
you.
prestidigitation to sign it so that it shows up sparkly.
Ooh, that's cool.
Neat little trick. You could learn it yourself too.
How to do that? Yeah, I need to learn how to do that. I only know how to do the lights, but I can cast like an actual spell too, but nothing particularly good.
Just takes practice and understanding your abilities more. You'll learn more as you grow up too.
Yeah, I only got access to like this stuff pretty recently, so I think I'm doing okay. And I can make myself go to sleep, which is nice. Because the ticking is loud.
I did notice the ticking. Oh, bye, Charlie.
Charlie died. Oh no, your barbarian friend. They died. But yeah, she'll chat with you for a little bit longer and like show you some stuff. But I think that's a good place to leave this session with almost exactly on time. And with Charlie not being here.
First fan.
Yeah. The first specific Zephyr fan. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you guys for playing. I really liked this downtime session. We might do, depending on how you guys are feeling next week, we might do a little scrimmage where like there's a setup thing for the four of you to like do some practice, like a practice crawl room, if that's what you're interested in. But I'll talk to you during the week. If not, we'll just do another downtime and we'll get you to the crawl on time, presumably. Bye for now. We will be back next week.